Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sports Factory podcast. We got Thanksgiving coming up. We got Black Friday. We're all festive, and we're gonna have a great podcast day. I'm here with my guests, and we're gonna talk about some football. The NFL season. We are entering week 12, and there's a lot of interesting things that happened, especially this last weekend. Um, and I'm gonna just give y'all. I'm gonna just say a couple takeaways. There's a couple of things that I just from watching football this weekend. There's a couple of things I saw, and I want y'all just to tell me what y'all think, and just tell me what y'all think about what I think. So, number one, a team I want to talk about, and I'm just gonna rattle them off. Right? I'm gonna rattle them off. So, the Chiefs' offense, bro. I told you about that merge. I know they ain't got no receivers, but I don't know who they lost. I don't know who they lost at wide receiver last year. I think they only lost Juju Smith-Schuster. Lost two people: Juju Smith-Schuster, Eric Bieniemy. And them boys got the worst second half offense in the league. So I don't know if Juju Smith-Schuster that freaking important, but I feel a little merchant in me. I don't know. And Travis Kelce got that fumble. I said, boy, everybody just falling apart. Them boys have
They
0
also
points.
lost McCall Hartman.
Didn't they get him back? I think he's back.
I don't know where he went. I have no idea. He went to the Jets and then we cut him, and I have no idea.
He came right back. He went right back to the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, there you go.
Right back to the Chiefs. And them boys 0, 0, 0 second half. I feel that merchant stuff. And I'll tell you, I know y'all hate Nick Sirianni, but that little thing he did at the end where he was like, y'all talking shit, Chiefs fans, and he's like, see ya at the end. That's some good WWE heels type stuff. That's what we need in the sport, because that was very entertaining to watch. I watched that on repeat. That's number one. Number two, the Chargers once again lost by 3. I have never seen a team lose by 3 so much in my life than the Chargers, boy. And I tell you, I just realized like a year ago that they coach Brandon Staley called defense. I swear I thought he was offensive coach. That's crazy.
Yeah. He looked like one though. He looked like offensive coach.
He do.
You would think he is, because his defense is trash. But yeah, he's a defensive minded coach.
My man, a defensive minded coach, and their defense always letting the boys down. And I have no clue.
Yeah, you gotta. I have no.
But I know when my man Quentin Johnston, he dropped that catch, and when he dropped that catch, they put it on Twitter. They said he said when he got drafted, his mom never got to work again, and they showed his mom on Indeed.
I seen the TikTok. I seen the funniest TikTok where they placed his face back like in the Krusty Krab.
Oh yeah, like do all the Krusty Krab stuff, boy. That so that is also hilarious. They always lose by 3. I swear, if you ever see a close Chargers game, I know the score. You just got to figure out what's the 3. Like, is it 20-17, 30-27? It's usually something like that. Another thing, and I know we do make fun of Jalen Hurts. I told you whoever wins that game versus the Chiefs and Eagles would be favored for MVP. Now Jalen Hurts is the favorite for MVP. I told you it's gonna happen, and now he's the betting favorite to win MVP. And then they said he passed Cam Newton for most rushing touchdowns. And they showed his highlights of doing it by just getting pushed on his ass into a touchdown. They showed Cam Newton running over people, and they showed Jalen Hurts just getting pushed from the 1 yard line every time. So
how many of those rushing touchdowns are the tush push? I wonder.
It's very
about 80%.
I don't know how much.
It's 80%. There's no way.
It's about 80. I promise you it is. I promise
That's
you it is.
Crazy.
I promise you. I got a couple of bones to pick today, but yeah.
No, I got you. You get to go off with that. Also, another thing that is very important. Shout out. This is also another meme. We would talk about Stephen A. Smith. People think it's Michael Jordan's the GOAT. People think Tom Brady the GOAT. The real GOAT, Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen the GOAT. My man got 7 Piston cups.
I saw that.
He tried to say Strip Weathers was the GOAT. He had 7 Piston cups in 30 years. My man got 7 and 10. The only reason he ain't win 8. The only reason he didn't win 8 is because he helped push my man when he blew off. He helped push my man at the end. That's the only reason he ain't got 8. So that's the GOAT. Ain't no freaking Strip Weathers. What are you talking about? My man got carried, boy. And then Doc Hudson, he played with plumbers, so he don't count. That Doc Hudson guy.
What about the other guy? The newcomer.
The other guy. The newcomer ain't got 7, boy.
He ain't got 7 yet.
Like
gotta make a Cars 4. Yeah, I know you're talking about. No, he was.
That's gonna be the flop.
That new car, you talking about Cars 3? Oh, he was eating for sure.
But he ain't go. No, 7 to 10 is crazy. I'm telling you, 7 to 10 years. That's the go. Ain't forgetting no Michael Jordan, no Tom Brady. He the GOAT. 1,000%. I had to get that off. That was very important for me to get off.
Shout out to Lightning McQueen, bro.
That's the GOAT, boy. He had that tongue out too. My man had that little tongue animation.
Yeah,
I told you, boy.
He was going crazy. Okay, he was going crazy.
Boy, I tell you, boy. That's that boy. That's that man.
Sound like plot to me.
It is. I mean, it's plot for sure. Another shout out to CJ Stroud had his first multi-interception game. Arizona was able to pick him off 3 times, and with that, the MVP race would have been his. He would have, but since that plot went down, he had the 3 interceptions. They elevated Jalen Hurts, but they flexed the Texans schedule. They took us from 3 o'clock to 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock, which is like stupid because you would think like
I don't get that.
You would think like we getting hype, right? We gonna get Monday night or Sunday. They said no, you go back to 12. But
the way you delivered that, I thought it was like you was going to a primetime game.
No, but that's what they wrote it down as. That's how they delivered it. But their reasoning is Eagles 49ers is at that time be like 3 o'clock. And that's American game of the week. Everybody want to watch that. So they're gonna move us to 12 so more eyes can go to CJ and them. I was like, why not move us to Monday night or something? It's like 2 weeks from now. It's 2 weeks. December 3rd, yeah. Why not move us to the schedule makers with them boys?
This is the first flex they done?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm glad. That game is too important. I'm sorry, that game is too important.
Yeah, Eagles. That should be Sunday Night Football. I think Packers Chiefs Sunday Night Football. They think Aaron Rodgers playing. I don't know, but it's Packers Chiefs. It should clearly be Eagles 49ers. I don't know. That's a ridiculous schedule.
They definitely had a computer make the schedule. There's no way a human sat down and was like, "This is what I want." Absolutely
that computer,
not.
boy. Oh God, boy.
He about like 2 for 22.
Bro, hey, we should let the fans do it. We should choose the time.
I think we do a better job, but that computer boy did not cook. I saw too many Panthers games. There's too many Panthers games, too many Bears. They had Bears Chargers on Sunday Night Football. I don't know what the correlation of Bears versus Chargers would be, but that's like in a December, right?
Draft?
Who?
No, they wasn't in the same draft, was they?
Herbert and Fields, you saying?
No, it was way 2 different drafts.
Herbert was like
Herbert was
2019 or something, I think.
They got to be some type of correlation.
There was no correlation. They just that was very random, bro.
Khalil
Mack. But
nobody
wants to see Khalil Mack.
That's all I got is Khalil Mack. They was like Khalil Mack return, bro. The return party.
Oh my, that is the most mid freaking thing ever. And I tell you, look. They have Bills Chiefs. There's Bills Chiefs. That's not Sunday Night Football. I think y'all game Cowboys Eagles Sunday Night Football. I don't know why they can. You could for sure push Bills Chiefs to another week. Make that Sunday Night Football. Like that's the Manning versus Brady type thing. Like why is that not Sunday Night Football? Why, bro? And they give me these Sunday Night Football games. Cincinnati, y'all got a couple of them. Y'all got to get out of here. They may flex Monday Night Football Jets Texans. They may have that. It may be a Monday Night Football game. I don't know. But hey, it's in New York, so that sounds like some doomsday shit for me.
I hate MetLife. I think they can't flex Sunday Night Football. I don't think that's in the contract. I don't think so. A lot.
Did they make a new contract?
Probably.
They've done that in the past.
But I think like the reason why is because the Bears are already like coming into the season. They probably anticipated the Bears to be like lit, or they thought it would be lit, and I guess they thought the Chargers will also. Will be lit, so maybe that's the reason why.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, if you look at these Sunday Night Football games, right? I'm gonna tell you, Baltimore, Los Angeles coming up. It's kind of like okay, whatever. Kansas City at Green Bay, they need to flex that with swiftness. Y'all games the week after. Baltimore at Jacksonville, that's not bad, but it's like yeah, I guess this is one of them I guess games. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh, flex that. We're not watching Kenny Pickett versus whoever the hell play for them. I'm not watching that. Buffalo at Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers lose by 3. And then the last game would be Green Bay at Minnesota. Which is like Jordan Love versus.
I think they do because some teams do some fan bases do want to see them on Sunday Night Football.
I want to see something too. Why the hell the Bears get to do that?
I don't know. They have maybe because they actually thought she would be like super ass. They really thought she would be ass. And
they did, boy.
they thought the Bears would be somewhat good, and there you go.
And the Panthers got Monday night.
How it goes. Yeah, that's literally how it goes.
They need to do flexing earlier, bro. They shouldn't wait till they haven't flexed anything really yet, but they need to flex earlier because I'll tell y'all. And this is I'm looking at football. I think this is one of the worst football seasons I've ever seen. Hoping that sets up a epic postseason. That's what I'm hoping because the schedule makers, the quarterback play, the MVP race is just like if a rookie competing for your MVP, bro, like it's kind of like y'all kind of ask, like what y'all doing, bro? Like Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Herbert, Jackson.
But then again,
doing,
that rookie has been killing that shit. He's been killing it. Like
I don't feel like if it was last year, Mahomes
MVP,
running away with
put up MVP numbers. Has he not put up MVP numbers?
I mean,
before
last week, until the second half, until the second half.
So maybe he's just playing up. Maybe he's just playing up to MVP caliber.
I guess, but the MVP race been. I don't know what y'all think about football season, boy. I don't know. Y'all, this season's been rough for me. It's been good for me technically.
I've been enjoying it.
I'm good. Oh, you've been loving it. All the football played great.
Who played? Who had the last prime game?
That was good.
The Broncos.
The Broncos are the team for some reason that's the team that you follow.
But the Broncos versus Minnesota. That was a pretty good game to me.
Yeah,
and then the week before that,
was what?
I don't remember, but it was a pretty good game.
No, it was Las Vegas versus the Jets. It wasn't no freaking good game. It was terrible.
Was it the Jets? Really?
It was Sunday football. It was Aiden O'Connell.
I was including Monday night games too.
Okay, so that was good. The Denver Broncos, yes, the Buffalo. That's the team to follow.
Another solid game.
Oh yeah, as a football fan, I can't wait. This is why I can't wait till like the end of the season, like week 13 to like on. That's when it starts getting really good because everybody is already sitting the standings. Here come the in the hunt teams that everybody's starting to play, and then we're gonna get to playoff football. I mean, this is what the NFL lacks compared to college football. NCAA, they hit it on the head every week. It'd be heavy hitter after heavy hit. Like this week, we're finna get Michigan at Ohio State.
Yeah, that's the bet. That's the bet.
Like,
that's the bet.
And this is big because it's gonna determine, college football playoff rankings. NFL, it's tough. They need to start flexing because I've been finding myself turning off football a lot more this season.
Boy, I've been that's the truth, bro. Keep going, bro. That's the freaking truth, bro.
And this is coming from somebody who loved the game, but I just hate seeing terrible teams play. I don't want to see Las Vegas. Yeah, on primetime, Las Vegas in the disarray. They don't even have they have an interim head coach. They got a backup quarterback. Like I don't want to see that. Like I really don't. I don't want to see the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is not playing until he comes back.
Boy, flexing,
I don't want to see him.
Tim Boyle.
Boy, that's a primetime game. That's a primetime game. Coming up, Tim Boyle versus the Dolphins, bro. That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the schedule did have potential. Just a lot of these teams not playing up to par. Like the Jets losing Aaron Rodgers. That's just like stuff you can't predict.
I know you said you had a good
putting the Broncos in a lot of primetime games. I mean, what they did last year. It's like, that's on you.
They did a lot last
year.
But
for the most part, I've been enjoying the games. And all my takes, majority of my takes are coming to fruition.
Which ones happening?
Herbert, Allen. I mean, Sean Payton kind of messing my takes up a little bit because they've been winning. But for the most part, my takes with them.
I mean, Herbert, my man.
I'm popping on Netflix right after the 3:15 game every Sunday. I find myself, and then I have to check on the Monday game to make sure it's a good game. This is probably one of the first Mondays I've actually watched. In a while.
Yeah, because that makes that's a good. That should be. Let me ask. I'm tell you this. I'm gonna go through these Sunday night football games. You tell me if you can remember them. Tell me how good that game was from 1 to 10. It's not a Sunday. It's an NBC game. Because it has the Sunday night football feel, so it may be Thursday, but this is NBC.
I feel like you should look at the hindsight. You have to look at like before, like when we was at the beginning of the season. Like
okay, so think. Okay, you
like
think before
any injuries, when we coming into the season.
Go ahead. I know exactly. I remember it for sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So think your hindsight. So think before, and then tell me how good the game actually was. Okay, so first game, Detroit Lions at Kansas City Chiefs. How good? Do you remember that game and how good was that game?
This is a good game. Yeah, this is a good game. Leading up to it, was hoping Detroit would take a step. They did surprise us by winning. Yeah, that was a good game.
Okay, next game, Dallas at New York Giants, 40-0.
That was
terrible.
Oh, well, you told us though. You told us the score. Okay.
Yep, terrible.
And it came out that
actually coming into the season, I knew it was going to blow them out. Like I said,
I think we because I remember you even said. I remember Justin was saying like, the Giants weren't about to repeat what they had, the success they had last year.
Not at all. They weren't able to do that. Was a 1 year thing for sure. Like they didn't see that coming, but I mean, I surely did. Boy, that was ridiculous. Miami at New England. What about Miami at New England?
I think that game was ass too.
It's ass.
The Patriots are a boring team, but
it wasn't whooping, but they made it muddy and ugly. Yeah,
it was uneventful. It was a 7-point game, but it's just like it didn't matter. Like it was probably like a late touchdown.
You like defense. Because the Patriots got a good defense, but the Dolphins, I don't know. I would have had Jalen Hurts. I'm not Jalen Hurts. They had Jalen Ramsey.
He was injured then.
No, I'm saying like that's what they were supposed to have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's beginning.
Yeah. Okay, this next one, Pittsburgh at Las Vegas. It's Kenny Pickett versus Jimmy Garoppolo.
Terrible.
That's my man. Josh McDaniels did something ridiculous in that game. I forgot what he did, but he did something freaking ridiculous in that game. I think my man kicked a field goal when he was down.
I don't remember. Terrible game.
Yeah, get the Steelers, Patriots, all them old coaches. Do not put them on prime time.
Flex them out.
You got an old coach. Your team, your offense is boring.
But you win games. To a fan's face, your team is boring to watch. They're not entertaining.
So the best game so far, what do y'all say is the best game so far? And we'll see if any of these games pass. So it's Lions, Chiefs so far. Okay.
Week 1.
The last 3 have been terrible, right? Okay. So Chiefs at Jets.
That was
entertaining because
it was entertaining.
Patrick Mahomes was looking terrible. That's the one.
Was that's
Zach's best game? That's Zach's only good game I've seen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Zach did go off.
That was his Aaron Rodgers game.
See, but I think another thing is like, sometimes you have to give like you have to give like these. Say what? You have to give like primetime games to like young players. Because it's sort of like you put them in that moment to see what they can actually do, to see if like okay maybe when the lights are bright they actually might start balling out. So I think that's probably the reason why they probably gave the Steelers that one. I mean now the Raiders we knew they're gonna be mid, but like the Steelers I assume they probably thought Kenny Pickett would probably be somewhat of a better quarterback, or at least Matt Canada would be a better offensive coordinator.
Oh, he awful, boy. I'm awful, boy. I'm going to give Najee Harris every touch.
It's like in basketball.
Who saw them improving? What did they improve upon?
But it's more not necessarily improving, but they always do that for like, I think he's a second-year quarterback or third. It's his third year.
It's second.
They always do that for second-year quarterbacks. They like to hype. They do it every single quarter. They even did with Justin Fields. Every single quarter, they like to hype him up and say, okay, well, that was a rookie. That was his rookie year. So obviously he's just going to improve. So they're going to give him that chance to show it on prime time to see if he actually does improve. So I assume that's probably the reason why they want to do it like that, and they give him a mid team.
I want him. If you're gonna put him on national television, I need him to see him. I need to see it better. Versus a better team, not another mid team.
I think they should do Thursday night football. If you can do like one of those type of games, they should be on Thursday night football, not Sunday night football.
Nope, he should be playing at 12 p.m. right when we get out of church.
Damn.
You should play where CJ been playing all year long, but play where CJ been playing, bro.
Some quarterbacks need to be playing at 12 p.m. every week. I'm sorry.
I don't want that. I want that, boy. Give me 12 o'clock game. That's when Kirk Cousins go off. The next game is y'all 49ers, Cowboys at 49ers.
Wasn't that a blowout? That was a blowout.
It was a blowout. It was entertaining to the football world because they love seeing the
exactly. Yeah.
But I wanted to see. I mean, I streamed that game recently. I wanted to see that game. I expected it to be more competitive, but obviously the game wasn't competitive. But so it wasn't a good Sunday night game.
It was
still
entertaining. I was entertained by it.
Yeah, we were still coming off the loss to Trayvon Diggs. So they caught us slipping.
Yeah, if that didn't happen, I just want to see. That sucked the life out of the Cowboys side. I mean, everybody else is just licking their chops.
We slowly recouping from that. Slowly. When we get a chance.
I feel you, boy.
But coming into it, Buffalo, it was supposed to be amazing.
It's supposed to be good. Giants at Buffalo Bills.
That game was ass too. I think I didn't have to.
Giants.
But it went down to the wire though. It went down to a missed field goal or something like that.
No, it was holding. I think somebody holding. I know
a Waller.
Somebody was holding someone.
He was holding.
He was getting held. And they didn't call it.
How many picks did Josh Allen throw the game?
He probably threw a couple. Yeah, that's definitely because that was a defensive game. He probably threw a couple. Let's see. He probably threw like 2 of them.
Was Daniel Jones playing that game, or was the other guy playing?
I think
Tyrod Taylor. Yeah,
that's
he made the check down and made it a run play, and his coach toe into him on the sideline. That dude got anger problems, little man complex or something.
Talking about Dayball?
Yeah. Every time they pan to him, he going off on a player. Literally every time.
I mean, can you blame them? They bad. Like they not doing what he said. Like they're a bad football team this year.
Little man,
he only threw 1 interceptions.
At least they beat the
not bad.
Washington.
I think
time to beat old boy.
Yeah.
Miami at Philadelphia.
Good game.
I
Disappointing
remember.
though. It was disappointing.
Yeah,
Because it was
31
because the Eagles came out and they was just milking the clock, and the Dolphins forgot how to play football.
Yeah, when they face good teams, that tend to happen too.
Yep.
The Chargers, Chicago at Los Angeles Chargers, 30-13.
Nothing coming in
about
hindsight.
Who won?
3?
The Chargers, they won 30 to. They beat the. It was 30-13.
That was about 3.
That's an awful game. That's an awful.
That's an awful game, bro.
Yeah.
Awful. Yo, so the best game so far, the first game still. That's Thursday night. This is the best game so far, still Thursday night. Ain't no game popped up yet. All right, let's see. This one, Buffalo at Cincinnati is interesting because like it was clearly Cincinnati going to win, but Buffalo get a late touchdown and try to make it interesting. But how y'all feel about that game? Buffalo and Cincinnati.
Didn't he get hurt in this game?
Who?
Joe Burrow?
Nah, he got hurt on the Thursday night. We thought that was gonna be good, and then went to hell for everybody. That game was supposed to be the best game, and everybody went to hell. That's tough. So what do you think? What do y'all think? If y'all can remember anything? Dang, that game. It was mid.
I
tried watching with my girl
a little bit when he pointed the finger after he scored the touchdown.
The first quarter was entertaining, and then I started watching with my girl. She got crazy bored. I said, okay, we gotta watch a movie. We watched Brave on Disney. That's what we had to, because that movie gets so boring. I had to watch Brave, and that was, yeah. They tried to make a little comeback at the end, but we knew it was like you already know going. Next game is Jets versus Raiders.
Yes.
Like, come on! Like, how many Raiders games you gonna get?
Yeah, why they?
Like, they keep bringing Raiders back. Like,
Adams. Offensively, they should be more entertaining.
With who? Jimmy Garoppolo?
Jacobs, Hunter Winfrey, Devontae Adams. They got some solid players on offense.
Besides
their offense should be their strong suit. I feel like
on paper, you're right.
They have no QB though. Their QB ain't good, and their head coach wasn't good for years. I mean, for a long time.
Like for a long time. Matter of fact, he should never got a second chance. He was that bad.
And last but not least, Minnesota at Denver.
Actually, that's number 2 on the list, and then on the entire list so far.
I'll probably number 3.
That is number 2.
Or
I mean,
3.
there's either it's so the best games is Jets, Chiefs, Chiefs, Lions, and Minnesota, Denver. If those are your 3 best games entering Week 12, bro, then your season ass. In terms of Sunday Night Football, it's just ass. I'm sorry. That's your best 3 games. That's ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. That's tough, boy.
It's too many noon teams playing. I call them noon teams. Like, I'm telling you, too many noon teams.
Too many Raiders, too many Steelers, boy. It's too much of that, boy. I can't. Jets.
I mean, that's how they do in college. Like, when you're bad, like, and it's they're gonna know it's an unentertaining game. They're gonna put you on a noon slot. Some noon slots are good, but like, no, they just gonna put you on a noon slot. ESPN 3. Nobody will watch you.
And the next one coming up, NBC, San Francisco at Seattle. So that might be.
I think that's gonna be interesting. Maybe another blowout.
Is he hurt?
Gino.
I
think he'll play. I don't think Kenny Walker Kenny will play.
Oh, because if Gino don't play and Drew Lock out there, bro, against San Francisco, bro.
Room for Seattle,
bro. That's
you want to see Drew Lock ball out?
Drew Lock terrible, boy. I tell you, boy, he terrible, boy.
Yeah,
he's got that one game. That's it.
I know he tricked them Denver fans by beating me, and then ruined them, boy. Say I ain't tripping. That's a different generation of me. That's a different generation, man. I wanted to talk about y'all real quick. You know, my Dallas friends. So y'all coming off this stretch. I told you it's this stretch here, and then y'all going through y'all easy stretch, right? And then y'all hard stretch coming up. You got 5 games. Let's see. I think you face the Seahawks. You face the Bills, the Dolphins, face the Lions, face some other team, I forget, and the Eagles, yeah. What you think the record gonna be from that in those 5 games? What you think the record gonna be? Because y'all gonna win this game on Thursday, but what record y'all think y'all go from them 5 games?
Well, we got Seattle after that. I'm worried about that game as a typical because they're gonna cowboy. If pass up on a bad team. The Eagles, we're gonna beat the Eagles. I think we're gonna split at home because we're better at home. The Bills, I think the Bills are finna get desperate. They're finna very good because coach is on the hot seat. They're on the brink of not making the playoffs, so I think they're gonna get that may be That's in the air. What other team did you say? Dolphins. Dolphins.
Dolphins. Yeah.
They starting to get a defense now. That's in the air.
Then you face the Lions.
Oh, we sure do. I think we're gonna beat the Lions.
Yeah, and I think we face the Lions with like week 18. I mean week 17. So at that point, it's really gonna depend. Like, do we need to win or not?
The Lions' defense.
That's when we gotta start like choosing. Do we want to win this game? Do we want to be the 5th seed or the 6th seed or the 7th? Really, depending on how the Eagles go, like these next couple games, that's gonna depend how we should do. Because if they keep winning, then we're not gonna catch them. But if we have an opportunity to catch them, then I think those last couple games be more favorable for us.
We have to win out.
Yeah. So 4-1 in those last 5 games.
That'd be very impressive. You go 4-1.
I would be too. I would be too.
I think 3-2 is more realistic.
Yeah. But it really depends. Like
teams, bro.
I think it depends on their urgency because I mean the Eagles got who Buffalo this week, so
Buffalo and then the 49ers.
The 49ers game is going to be... If they beat the 49ers, I think all the life is going to be sucked out of the Cowboys side.
So if they win the next 2, it's going to kill you. Because they beaten good teams. Jalen Hurts is on a 13-game
the only person they lost to is me.
Teams.
The only person
this is ridiculous, right? He just loses to stupid teams. He loses to teams like
the
Commanders.
That with pride.
Of course, I'm so
happy. That's what I like. Remember that time he said...
He's never beaten the Eagles until now.
That's true. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And we've never beaten the Eagles either.
And I know that loss hurt them a lot.
They don't be 10-0, boy. They're trying to be... Nah, but I don't know. Y'all
think
they overrated, though.
This would be a good measure stick for the 49ers, too, though. Now we can see if they... Because, I mean, hopefully they fully healthy. So then they ain't going to have no excuses.
No issues. But, to be honest, might sound like
George Kittle.
But the Eagles, to me, are giving like the Steelers vibes from that one year they went 11-0.
11-0? Oh, boy. Yeah, not Ben. Not Big Ben.
They're giving me not all the way those vibes, but they're giving me those vibes. Just a bit. I'm sorry. It's been a string. They've beaten some good teams, but I feel like they've been giving these wins.
Is that when they lost to Jackson?
Yeah, definitely the win against the Chiefs. Bro, they threw the ball to him like 13 times watching. What's his first name?
Give me a takeaways from that game.
You don't know his first name? Then why is he getting the ball 13 times? I really don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like they targeted him 13 times.
No, that's MVS.
No. He's the dude who got 13 targets.
Yeah,
he got like 13 targets. He dropped like 4 passes. And the Chiefs, like that coaching was horrendous. Like they just kept throwing the ball deep, bro. How many deep catches did they have? They had like 0 deep catches, but yet they still throwing the ball on 2nd and 10. They throw the ball deep. Now you got 3rd and 10, bro. Like, that coaching and that wasn't it, dog. And then Travis Kelce fumbling.
Yeah.
That to me that was crazy.
So I've been hearing a lot of I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this game, and one thing I keep finding annoying is people keep lying to me and saying like how Patrick Mahomes was mediocre and Jalen Hurts was just so good in this game, and I'm just like, were we watching the same game? Because I'm gonna let you know right now, everybody else other than 15 lost that game. They failed Patrick Mahomes. I don't know how many throws he had on the line. Don't even get me started on that throw to MVS for the game-winning touchdown. You wide open.
I don't like that. I don't like that decision to throw that anyway.
He's wide open.
I know he's wide, but they didn't have they had no connection deep. They threw the ball deep at least like 7 times. They never. I know. I see what you're saying. He was wide open. He's supposed to catch that. But what I'm saying is, like with the game on the line, you like, why are you rushing to score? You know, you throw the ball deep when you probably got like 30 or 40 seconds left. They still had like over a minute left. So you throw the ball deep. He won, but how many? They wasn't catching the ball deep. Honestly,
I'm not gonna hold you. You might not like that long pass. They wasn't catching it at 2 yards, 5 yards, 15, 17 and a half. They were dropping it all over the place. I'm not even gonna hold you.
That's true. But I mean, I take my chance with it. Tony can catch it 10 yards. He don't gotta go deep. He can catch the ball 10 yards.
He
Travis
can't get open.
Kelce.
He can't get open.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know
Disappointed with
that.
everybody. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is. I
Besides
think
Patrick Mahomes, yeah, everybody. Yeah,
Travis
he
Kelce. I
said
don't
he
know
said I
if
could
he's
have threw
still
the
in.
ball better. Bro, don't lie. Just be like, we got to
You
catch
gotta
it
be a
next
leader,
time.
boy. You
No,
gotta
They
be a
seeing
leader.
in on Travis.
No, Travis Kelce. I don't know if you're still in cahoots with
Yeah,
Travis.
bro. Like, he
I
said it
don't
was
know
his
what it
birthday. He said
was.
it
I
was
don't
his
care,
brother's
bro.
birthday. He did that
Bro,
on purpose, bro.
you let
A fumble and a drop.
that
Nah,
You
drop was
saved it on
crazy.
purpose.
yeah, it was his brother's birthday.
The
It was
fumble
a
in
brother
the
birthday.
5-yard line. Everybody talking about, they held Chiefs to like no points. I'm like, bro, if his players around him played actual football, they would have scored
Yeah,
easily,
and it,
easily. And it's like, bro, he kept putting it on a line to all these people. I've never seen so many drops in my life. Honestly, everybody needs to be careful after this season because I don't know who. Everybody is on cut alert. Travis Kelce,
yeah,
if you hurt, bros, then don't play because
Hey,
you over here
I'm waiting
dropping
for.
wide open like
yeah, but
out
even
routes.
I'm
that
waiting for that to
wasn't
end.
like,
I want them to all to be washed. I'm not mad at that. I don't
but
root for the Chiefs, so anytime they fail, I am chilling. They paid Patrick Mahomes $500 million. That's gonna hurt you somewhere, and it's hurting them on that. But they got a great defense, though.
Man, I don't want to
But
hear
Their
that.
defense
it was
playing
Why?
well.
just weird though because
Why?
like for instance, when we played the Cardinals, you can say we came in unprepared. How are you coming in unprepared to the Eagles? To me, that was what was most concerning.
Off a bye week.
Dropping, yeah, off a bye week at that.
Off a bye week.
I never
Come
thought of
on, bro.
Rashi Rice. That's
The
my fancy.
Chiefs,
I never thought of Rashi Rice.
they
My
lead the
thing
league in
is,
Oh yeah,
drops.
I
they lead the
appreciate
league.
that.
Why? What?
26.
He had one scary route.
I
He
know we
juked
have.
Slay. I was like,
Yeah.
about to score.
What possessed this GM? Great GM. You got about 2 Super Bowls. You got 7 AFC championships in a row. But what possessed you after Juju Smith-Schuster left and said you looked at this wide receiver core and said, "Yep, we good." Why
We got
didn't
Rashi
you go?
Rice.
Why didn't you go after D Hop? I'm
Yeah,
not
Hop's
even
That's
gonna
good
lie.
having a
too.
great
That's a good
Money.
thing.
addition.
I don't want to see D Hop go to Kansas City. We don't want that. That's ridiculous.
Maybe
but
money.
like he didn't sign for that much. He signed like a 1 year, 10 mil?
I thought you go like
Yeah,
Baltimore.
What
he
is?
That's
definitely
what
don't
I
care.
thought.
He
When they
definitely don't care about money.
when
He
they
definitely would have took a
draft.
pay cut. If I'm going to the
No, he definitely
Titans,
would.
I'm maxing out. If I'm going to the Chiefs, just give me the vet minimum or something like
It was
that.
a prove it. It was a prove it. So like I'm just confused. Like, did they think Travis Kelce was really gonna carry these? I'm gonna say it, these bums that they got outside because these. I'm like you can't. You in the NFL getting paid $7 million. I'm not asking you to catch it in traffic. I know you can't beat nobody off the ball, but when you do, Martavius Valdez Scantling, and you're open on a crossing route, and he put it. It wasn't overthrown. Wasn't off your fingertips. It was right in the berry basket.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
They see
And
the
this
two
is
things,
what
I think.
Lewis.
But
Well, go ahead, Maurice, and I'll make my
there's two
point after
things.
you.
Either like when they draft Justin Ross, he was a what? Is he an early second round pick or a late first round pick? So maybe
Yeah.
they want to give him some shots. Or I assume they probably thought like Patrick Mahomes is the one he's making these wide receivers, so he can
Tom
just do it
Brady effect.
again. What? Yeah, so basically, like he just made like he throws people open basically, and then they just do the rest. So I
My
assume
thing
that was probably they
is,
thinking.
I'm not asking you to get a true number one. I need you to just get one person who can beat the one-on-one matchup. That's all you need in this offense.
Maybe they
Like
get a T
somebody
Higgins. Get T
like a
Higgins.
T Higgins or a Jacoby Myers. I'm not asking. I mean, I'm questioning why you didn't get D Hop because how cheap he went. But I'm just saying you could have got like a low end receiver and you'd have been just fine. You got all these zone sitters who can't catch the ball. I I don't know what to tell you. You're right, John. That backup tight end Watt, he had a career game, but he could have even more. But he was wide open like the whole game, and he just kept dropping so many balls. And I don't care about the rain. You knew it was gonna rain the whole week. Probably been raining the whole week. So
It's
I'm just
And
confused.
on top of that, Gray a solid backup. I mean, he a solid tight end too. So I just don't understand why they kept going to him. Like the game on the line. He had like 5 drops already. The game on the line. You drop a play for him. I understand you avoid going to Kelce because he's gonna be probably triple team. Everybody know you want to go to him. But why is this the guy you're going to with the game on the line? He already showed you the moment is too big for him. That was really my only concern. Like, what are y'all doing? I think still in the end, when they make it to the playoffs, I don't think they're gonna be in trouble. But man, that was nasty work. That was
I'll
crazy.
tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I have the This is very important for me to tell y'all too. So I have the rankings of the teams. Remember, I told you about the DVOA, which actually gives you an actual shot of how good your team is. Who is the best team in the league, and it shows the full context of who they played, the average down, the difficulty of their win or their losses. So I'm gonna tell y'all first. Let me
It's the
ask y'all, who do
Ravens?
y'all think? Who y'all think is number one?
Raven. I think it's probably the Ravens.
What does DVOA stands for again?
Uh, Let me see.
Difficulty of like victory over opponent. Over.
That
Or
that
how
could, that sound
is
that
it
sound
like
decent. What he said, that sounds
how
good.
bad they beat the opponent?
No, just
No,
how gritty of a win you got versus a good opponent. I think the
yeah,
people
like
who got the most difficult wins this season. I know the Browns is up there, right? Because they got
Yeah,
two good
bro.
wins. They have two good wins. They beat the 49ers. They also beat somebody else.
They
The
just beat the
Ravens.
Ravens,
They beat the Ravens as
so it can't be
well.
the Ravens no more. Then
no, I mean, the Raven. Well, so who y'all think? Actually, who y'all think number one is actually before I even
I think it's the Ravens.
because
Either the Ravens.
it's called it's defense adjusted value over average. That's what it is. So
Decent
it
I
shows
can see the Ravens. They smacked the Lions. They smacked the Seahawks.
it's the Ravens. Ravens number one.
Yep.
Ravens are the best according to DVOA in terms of who they played, who they beaten, the average difficulty, and everything. They are number one in the league. Who do you think number two is?
Philly.
It's not Philly, no.
In terms of difficulty,
Like who do you
Cleveland.
the
think is the
line,
second best team? Who do you think is the second best team in the league? This tells you who is the best
the
team in the league.
Lions.
Really. So who is the second best team? No, they're not the second best team. Does actually tell you who is the best team. Yes, 49ers are the second best team so far in the NFL. Number three, who y'all think? We're gonna do top five. Who do you think number three is?
Philly.
Still not Philly, no.
They're not
Lions.
Philly.
No, the Lions haven't beat any great teams. What the Browns?
AFC team.
Nah, the Browns are number 8.
Damn.
They're a
I
top
wonder
10
where
team.
I wonder where the Dolphins rank on that list too.
Yeah.
Is it the
They
They're
Chiefs?
top 10 as well.
They ain't beat no. They like us. They ain't beat no good teams yet.
I know they ain't beat no good teams, but also it values over, what do you do against bad teams? Like if you destroy bad teams, like
I mean,
the
they did
Cowboys?
destroy the.
Dallas.
yeah, so I mean Dallas, no, it's not Dallas. It's not Dallas.
Oh, for a second.
Y'all in the top 10 though. Y'all top 10 though, but it's not
But
it's not number
they
3.
blew out the Broncos. Is that like over like?
Yeah, they top 10. They top the Miami
Okay.
Dolphins top 10.
Okay,
They
I
top
wasn't sure if that like boosts
But
us
number
up
three-
even more.
Trying to think.
Who do you think
It's a
number
lot.
3
I'm
is?
gonna go with the Lions. Keep saying the Lions.
It's not Lions.
Who else? The
Just think of
Browns.
who you think is the third best team in the league. Who you think is a great team?
Oh,
A great team. I'm missing
Just think
somebody.
of a
The
think of
Chiefs.
a really
Fuck it,
great
the
football. Yeah,
Chiefs.
just think of a great football team.
Chiefs.
See, they lost, but they
Chiefs.
still a great team regardless.
Chiefs.
yeah, I
Number
said the
4.
Chiefs.
Oh, you said the Chiefs.
No.
I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dallas, Philly.
No, it's not Philly. Number 4. Who's number 4?
Still not Philly. It's crazy.
Yeah, boy.
That's surprising.
Who number 4?
Dallas.
The Lions. Fuck it. Lions.
Oh no,
It's the Lions. Yes,
It has to.
Lions.
Lions.
It has to be Lions leagues now. Okay.
Oh, because
Number
it's going off
5.
record. Yeah.
Number 5 is a surprise because number 5 jumped up. Last week they were less, but they just blew out a team, and it jumped up their ranking to 5.
To 5.
They were 8 last week. Yeah, they were 8 last week, but it jumped up to
Seahawks?
5.
Did they blow anybody?
No,
the Seahawks lost.
Who did they blow out? Who got a
this is a
blowout
team
last
that you
week?
thought that's supposed to be great, but has some
the
pains the
Bills?
past couple weeks. Yeah, they number 5.
Bills. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Wait, who they
Philadelphia
beat?
Eagles.
Oh,
They beat
yeah,
the
beat the
Jets. They beat the Jets.
Jets.
The Eagles are number 10, man.
They at 10.
They that's some
So
That's
the Dolphins. So the Dolphins
team.
are higher than them.
For a 9-1 team, number 10 is crazy. That
That's
remember
crazy.
last year, the Vikings were like 12 wins or something. And them boys were like 12, 13. I was like, oh, that's an elimination. Quick, boy. That's a fraudulent team.
Dang, that's an accurate stat. I mean, I know why they see it. Like when you see the Eagles play, there's nothing about them that's dominating. Like the offense still looking iffy. Defense
They
is
winning.
still getting. They're winning because teams are giving it to them. Like don't even get me started about game. You know how I feel about our game. I feel like that game was too in the hands of the
Y'all
refs.
6. Y'all number 6.
But they just don't. I think the last commanding win they had is probably the Dolphins.
Yeah, that was a good win. We number 12. And who y'all think is who y'all think is the worst? And
The worst?
And I'll tell you about them being the worst. They are actually one of the worst. According to this, they're actually one of the worst teams ever. Like
the
that is the lowest score I've seen in years.
The
But tell me, who
Panthers?
y'all think's the worst? It's not the Panthers. They
the
31.
Bears.
They 31.
Now they number
Giants.
The Bears are 26.
No.
The Giants are
Yeah.
freaking awful. Boy, it says look. They say negative
That's
percentage.
because
They
they
are
faced us
negative
twice.
42. Boy, they terrible. Boy, good.
That-
I've never
yeah.
seen this low.
Okay,
I never seen it this
what
low.
would they be
Their division
besides
is
if you
pretty
take
hard.
our
Maybe that's
loss?
why, too.
Yeah, if you take us out. Wait, have they played the Eagles?
No,
The
they
division
finna
is
play
super
them
crazy.
twice. They finna play them twice and then.
That's 11
They-
wins for the Eagles, man. 11 wins for the
Yeah.
Eagles at least.
And they competing for the first overall pick.
They trying to get some Caleb, bro.
How you feel about
But
Caleb
they
gonna be
just
in
beat
that division?
Washington.
They did.
Oh, Caleb being your division, interesting. I want to see
yeah.
Caleb beef with y'all. That's hilarious to see. That would be fun to see. But Caleb beef with
I
y'all.
mean, I don't know. You know how I feel about QB.
Hey, so
coming out
that
of
make it
college.
more entertaining because I know you had your little takes on Caleb. So see him in New
No, I
York.
didn't have no take. I'm just saying, like, I watched one game and I'm like, damn, this is what everybody wants.
We'll see. If you go to New York, they
So-
deserve it,
My
bro.
thing is, if you're
deserve
like, so if you're gonna come out and be a great QB, you should at least be great in college. You know, like you should be winning. So you come into something that's gonna be harder, which is the NFL, and you're supposed to elevate a bad team, but you couldn't elevate your team in college.
But
Like even like Joe Burrow
I
winning.
guess so.
They said Trevor Lawrence winner. You know, and this is only one season, so I don't know what like his previous years like if he was winning games, but just from this one season, because you know we're talking about it in the pod, and I see a lot of stuff about it, but you're not winning.
USC is losing this year because they got a god awful defense.
But if he goes to like the Giants or some,
They
what's
ain't
gonna
gonna
change?
team.
They ain't gonna be a
That's-
god awful defense, but like
It's an awful
USC,
team, boy.
they gave
Or
up
the
like
Panthers.
when they played.
Nah, you can't go to Carolina.
When they
You
played
go to
the
Chicago.
University of Colorado, they gave up like 49 points and a half.
Good God, boy.
Like,
How much?
yeah.
How much the USC score? How
They
much is it?
scored. Yeah, they scored like 42. That's what I'm saying. They were up like big, but they let the opponent score like as more. So yeah, that's why they've been losing. Now you do like he got some qualities I am questioning. Like he's not just a true definitive. I think the kid out of LSU is gonna be an underrated pickup. Jalen
JJ
Johnson.
McCarthy or no, that's the one. That's
Jalen-
Michigan. What'd you say? What's
Jalen Johnson from LSU?
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
He's very good. He's I think he's leading the Heisman right now.
Oh yeah, because I think he had like 8 touchdowns in one of these games. Something like that. That's a crazy stat.
He's a great dual threat. He's very fast. And he can.
He need to go to Atlanta. Go to
Yeah.
Atlanta. That sound like a good Atlanta type beef. Boy.
It's
Get
like
somebody
Atlanta.
fat. That's Atlanta type beef for sure. But hey, Giants. Hopefully y'all get Caleb.
Nah,
boy,
they got
'cause
rid
y'all
of it.
negative 42. Boy, that's the lowest I've ever seen.
Nah, they got
That's
DeVito,
literally-
dog.
That's
I
one of the
I
worst
like
teams
I
in
like
history,
Atlanta
bro.
QB. He always have
Ritter?
completion.
You don't
Yeah.
even play no more.
Hey, he
Tyler,
good.
how did-
Nah. He good for betting. I ain't gonna lie. Every bet I put on him, I've never lost a bet on him. I always bet the over on his completions.
They try
Every
to bet
time.
wins. They try wins. They need wins.
I don't
and
care about their wins.
Damn.
I'm trying to
but
win.
they do. Obviously, they do.
Because Arthur
Okay,
may get fired. I'm not gonna lie.
Who y'all think has the best
Yeah.
offense according to this? Who y'all think
The
has the best
best
offensive league?
The best offense,
The best offense
According
in the league.
to according to
Lions.
this.
according to that,
Nah.
the Cowboys. Because it's going
the
off like
Cowboys-
scores and all of that stuff, right?
No, but it's going off of who y'all played as well. It's
Okay,
not just off of
competition.
that.
Oh no,
So-
probably the Ravens then.
Well, it had to be the
I think
Ravens
y'all-
again.
Y'all the Ravens are number 4. The
Four?
Dallas is number 10. Dallas is number
49ers?
10. San
I'm looking at
Francisco.
like efficiency,
Yeah.
like who has the most
40.
efficient.
Brock Purdy
offense.
just had a perfect QBR and Christian McCaffrey score every game. Like
That's why I thought it was
Except
because I
that-
know like
Except that one game.
okay, yeah. What game
When they
he had score? I
tried
forgot.
It
was
the
like 2
last
weeks ago.
against the
Or
I think
a week
against
ago.
the Jags. It was against the Jags. He was
he
trying
had
to
like
stat
he got
pass.
a streak at 17.
That's what he
straight.
So I
get.
guess I suck. I guess I suck. Who you think number 2 is? Who y'all think number 2 is?
Chiefs.
The Ravens. Well, not a Ravens. Well,
No, Ravens are 4. We were at 4. Ravens are 4.
Nah, the Chiefs
So-
are number
nah, it
7.
ain't gonna be the Chiefs.
Philadelphia number 6, doing pretty well.
The Lions?
Chargers? Are the Chargers?
Miami.
Chiefs are-
Miami.
Miami, yes, Miami
Okay.
Dolphins.
I wonder
That's
what-
that's 70 point.
That 70 really
Yeah,
messed
do a
the
lot for
median
you,
up.
boys. The 70 point can do a lot. Let me go to defense. Who y'all think number 1 on defense?
Cowboys.
Nah, it's not.
Damn, we ain't got nothing, bro.
Oh, the
Nah,
number
y'all
We
one
got like
defense.
5.
It should be
six.
Cleveland. Cleveland, right?
Yeah, it's Cleveland. It's Cleveland. Cleveland's number 1
Yeah.
for sure. Cleveland number 1 for sure. That might Myles Garrett trying to get an MVP award. Low key, it's Cleveland.
Dang, I'm trying. Come on, Micah.
Is
And
he
number
the
2,
runner
y'all
up?
think number 2?
Number
Yeah,
2,
he the runner up.
the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens. Dallas number 3. Kansas City number 4.
Yeah,
They
Kansas
got a
City,
good freaking defense.
They got a great defense this year. Yep, you're right.
Hey, and AJ Brown only had 1 catch.
Yeah, that corner. I heard that corner was balling out.
was
Balling
funny,
out.
But
bro.
their defense, that's the best defense
What?
Mahomes ever played
Ever
with.
have.
He because they
Why
was
they
laughing at
That's very
CeeDee
scary, man.
Lamb.
That's
Think
the
about it,
reason
like,
why their offense suck. Okay, defense good.
Because
You
you
can't
have to
have
transfer
both.
the plot.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
have
transfer the
both.
plot.
You can't have both.
Sound like the Cowboys, man.
The Jets number 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I could see us being top 10 on that.
Where the Chargers at? Where my man Brandon Staley at? The Chargers freaking
23rd.
32, 31, 30, 29. Them boys. But how you a defensive coach and you 29, boy? That's
Nice.
freaking tough.
They be getting torched every game.
And
Where's
he
Detroit?
get
They got
mad
a
that
corner,
they
so I
asking
don't know
him
who
that question. That's
That
funny.
corner's ass.
Detroit's number 10. Houston's 18, so that's tough. We got things last.
Dead last.
The
That
worst
last-
Gotta be the
defense.
Giants.
Now the
No.
Giants
The
are
Panthers?
No Giants. When they face Sam Howell, they be balling. I don't know why they ball against Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Carolina
Oh, yeah,
is
you're
no.
right.
Carolina's
not-
28.
28, so it's somebody worse.
Well,
than
who was in Carolina?
This is a team that bends a lot and has bended a lot in the early season, but so far they don't break because they get a lot of turnovers. Last couple weeks they've gotten a lot of turnovers.
That's
Oh, the
of turnovers.
Broncos?
Yeah, Denver's the last. Denver 32.
Wait, in
That's
32
That's
and
inflated
what?
again. That's probably inflated again because of the Dolphins.
No, look, they updated it. I mean, look, so
Wait,
with Denver,
what are we talking about? Defense or offense?
Yeah, the worst defense. The
Talking
worst
about
defense.
talking about defense.
Dang,
So-
that's tough.
Their defense early in the year was so terrible that it'll take a lot to overcome how many yards they gave them at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Because their defense was abysmal. Arizona is sitting at number 31, and Washington, a shootout team every day of their life, is number 30.
What's Washington
So, yeah,
on the offensive one?
Yeah, it's a pretty
Washington
good
on
offense.
They top 10?
They should probably be. No, I don't think
Chargers
they're
top 10?
but they like. Now the Chargers are the Chargers top 10, number 8. That's why I thought Brandon Staley was that's tough. Washington's offense is 22.
Oh wow.
That's maybe because of turnovers.
Hey.
I don't know. They have a lot of turnovers. But they also shoot up.
Pittsburgh number 14, boy. That man, what's my man named Matt Canada should have stayed, boy. Number
He
14, low key.
It's a
He is
flawless
in the middle.
stat,
That boy in the middle.
They mid.
Where New England at? New England 26.
Yeah,
Not
for
like
New England has to
28.
be terrible. I'm surprised it's not them.
They 26. Cleveland number 28 because they got DTR.
What
out
the
there, their
Jets
defense
at?
carrying. The Jets number 30, boy.
Oh, okay. Good catch.
Boy, number 30, boy.
Appreciate
But
that.
this is something I also wanted to do. This is a question I had for y'all. I think it's an interesting question for sure. So I was watching some old football, looking at the old players on my team. I was like, let me ask this question for each and every one of these guys. What player on your specific franchise that if you could get this player in their prime would be enough to make you be able to compete for a Super Bowl this year? Like your team right now, you get this player in his prime in the past, put it on your team right now, and you're a Super Bowl. You great chance of being a Super Bowl.
Aaron
What player
Rodgers.
is that for you? Aaron Rodgers never. But the thing is, he's not in your past, and he's never played. So he what Aaron Rodgers are you getting? Like,
Dion.
let's take out Aaron Rodgers. You tell me what team.
I want that
Tell me
Aaron
what
Rodgers like snap one before he snaps.
Snap
his
on
shit.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I
When
want
the
that.
mindset he had.
I want that one.
Would you say Lewis?
Dion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
I'm taking Tony Romo.
He taking it. You gotta explain that. That's an interesting thing. You go
Straight baller. We don't lack on defense. I'm not
He ain't
improving
looking
our Well,
Troy,
I'm going off
come
last year. Like our defense, I never seen him play, so I don't really like doing that. Like I never, unless it's like.
over.
And a lot of people complain about him because I think he almost 50-50 in interceptions to touchdowns or something. I remember Casey was telling me something like that. So
He won a
What
one.
about Emmitt Smith? Maybe get
turnover.
Emmitt Smith. You get
Turnover
Emmitt
share.
Smith. You got Dak. You get Emmitt Smith and
Emmitt
I don't.
Smith-
has the most
But
touchdowns ever.
okay, let's look at our last 2 playoff games. Right? It didn't come down to running the ball and nothing like that. It came down to can the QB get it done. I mean, and
Wait, Tony
Tony
Romo,
Romo, he got it done against Green
But he
Bay.
get it done.
You can't help that.
But he did.
They told us, bro.
He
Like,
get
what?
his-
Did he put the ball in Dez Bryant's hand? It was a great throw. He caught the ball.
But that's
I mean,
not.
He went down there and won. That's all I can ask for him, and that's what he gave us.
I mean,
when he had a good team around him. Now you give him this team, CD Lamb, boy, they're going crazy.
Yeah, he had Des Bryant.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? The game against Green Bay in 2014. Okay. Do you think he lost us that game?
No, he ain't lose the game, but
did he put us in a position to win?
Yeah, he put you in a position to win, but he ain't win. I don't know, like he didn't
get. But why didn't he win though?
Look, the rules.
Okay, I'll say this: if you can say he didn't win, if it wasn't like a horrendous call, if he just didn't get it done, like Joe Burrow versus the Chiefs last year, he just didn't get it done. I mean, you can say it wasn't really his fault, but he just didn't get it done. Tony Romo, he got it done. Who could we know about? Okay, what Hall of Fame player? Hey, is it my pick or your pick?
Yeah, it's your pick. You got it.
Oh, okay.
You love your story.
Why you didn't pick
That's my QB.
Why you didn't pick anybody who won a Super Bowl?
Because, I mean, to get a Super Bowl, it takes like what? Okay, exactly. Who would you pick?
I picked Dion.
Okay, Dion. But what are we like last year? Were we lacking defense? Like our defense made enough stops. Our defense put us in a position. It don't matter if you have Dion if when the game is on the line and you need Dak to go score. That's why I didn't pick Dion. If I could just choose a player that I want to have, I would choose Dion.
Remember last year when we had the lead?
Yeah, when Trayvon Diggs and he dropped it.
Pick. They dropped
but
that pick.
Even if he catch it, he still got to go down. Dak still got to go back down there.
But he can catch a pick six.
Dion is going to take it to the grip.
But it would have been
if y'all got two great defenders, y'all might not be in that position anyway. Y'all might not even be in the position for Dak.
Exactly. Thank you.
He has to go back and score. If Tony Romo is just making some good passes, I mean Dak played like
this is wild. You picked Tony Romo out of all Cowboys history. This man ain't even in the Ring of Honor. Like get right.
He not?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I never seen him play. Okay, that's one. I never seen him play, bro. Like if this is going off the top of my head, like if I went back and like look at their stats and I looked at like what they accomplished, I don't really care about stats that much. If I have to watch, and I take Tony Romo. With our defense,
anybody who won a Super Bowl for us is going to automatically bring a mentality and leadership and they know how to get to the Super Bowl. Tony Romo knows how to fumble a snap.
That was a bad loss. That's Seattle.
He also know how to number one offense.
Was he his prime then? Was he in his prime when that happened?
No, that one.
So
I look at 2014. That's all I can look at. When I see 2014, that was like that's his prime. That's when did he put us in a position to win? I believe he put us in a position to win. We will never know now because you said what?
I mean, I feel like that's
1 year. But that's the year that our running back went crazy. Dez went crazy. When we were set up that year, like to do great, and he did his part. Now, if you want to say like if he sold the game, okay, he came back against the Lions, even though the Lions did pass interference on our defender and he did it back. If you want to say that, that's fine.
I think you forgetting one key aspect that we had then that we don't have right now.
The line?
Yes.
Oh, you can get a good line too.
He's gonna break his back again.
Well, if injuries in there, then I guess. But for the most part, our line against the 49ers, our line did solid.
Yeah, I need to get Cooper Rush.
You do know
they get Cooper Rush?
No, hell no. But you do know they just added Chase Young now, so like they're looking like a all pro Madden mute team, like a Madden Ultimate team. Right
then I'll bring Larry Allen back.
Bring Larry Allen. That's not bad.
If you don't got time, look how Aaron Rodgers looked against the 49ers. If you don't have time, like it don't matter how great of a QB you are. But I think Tony will get it done.
Hey, I'm bringing Arian Foster back. That's what I'm bringing. Give me Arian Foster, boy.
Arian Foster? What? Why? You give you Deshaun Watson.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't getting that's ridiculous. That man trolling me.
Yeah, I probably have.
That's not trolling, bro. Deshaun Watson.
No, I think
I ain't gonna lie. I hated that dude.
You need JJ Watt. Am I tripping?
No, look,
JJ Watt.
No, I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. So Singletary been running well. Like 3 weeks ago, it was Foster. JJ Watt probably now because Singletary run the ball well.
Pop.
But
JJ Watt will like JJ Watt
Off
anchors
a
your
pot.
defense.
He did. He anchored my defense. Yeah, I mean, that is the Hall of Famer on the team.
Everyone around. That's all y'all missing. D line, like someone to get out there the quarterback. I'm
Or you can bring the linebacker back. I forgot his name.
Cushing.
Yeah.
Cushing was
Brian
good for like
Cushing.
one
Was it
season.
Cushing? What's his name?
Yeah, Cushing.
Yeah, Brian
He kept.
Cushing,
He kept.
yeah.
The one
He
with
kept
the. I
tearing
know
his
he had
ACL.
some brain injuries because playing without that helmet. But,
Oh yeah, my man hit the man in the head. Yeah, my man tore his ACL back-to-back years. He was great in 2011. Would have been great in 2012. They hit him, top blocked him, boy. Tough. The Jets did that to me too, boy.
That was the Jets.
I was like, it was the Jets.
Same on us.
Boy, I was so pissed.
That was back in the era of linebackers when they couldn't move sideways. They was just coming down to hit you.
And then he tore his ACL the next week again. The next year, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
so you're not bringing Mark Sanchez back?
I'm thinking.
That's ridiculous.
There's really nobody, bro. Like
he really. I know. I gave the whole time to think.
I am thinking. I've been thinking this whole time, and there's no player I can bring out that will help. Nah, he'll not.
Oh, Brandon Marshall.
No.
Brandon
Marshall. Who gonna throw him the ball?
Who gonna throw him the ball?
Ryan Fitzpatrick, 2015.
He can throw the ball and catch it.
That's the reason why I said Aaron Rodgers. Literally, that's in my prep.
Vinny Testaverde.
Just throw it up there.
Who Pennington?
I don't think Vinny. I don't know.
Testaverde.
Maybe we get Brett Favre. Maybe he has this one good run. He might have just one good run in him.
That's rough.
That's the best I got. Like literally, I can't think of any. I don't know. Because Revis is good.
Yeah, bring Revis.
Revis is good. He'll be good for like defense. Yeah. He'll be good for fans, but I don't think that's not going to win some championship, bro.
What was the Steelers running back they got? What was the Steelers running back they got?
Jerome Bettis. Oh, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell.
Oh no, I don't get that boy. That boy was bun. That boy was on rapper. That boy was all about rapping. Boy, that Jets version.
I know we lost, but check this out.
That's hilarious.
That's what man rapping now.
Man, Le'Veon Bell.
Boy, that's tough. Rapping and boxing. I seen.
I remember. You remember? I don't know where that poster. I remember I printed up that poster when he came to my team. Bro, I don't know where that poster at. I don't remember what I did with it.
Throw that away. That's bad luck. That's why y'all losing now.
I don't know what I do with it. I think I can't find that shit no more.
Who's the best Jet ever that's not Joe Namath?
Darrell Revis.
Or Darrell Revis. Or those two. Yeah. Just take those two out because that's too easy. Who's the Curtis Martin or something? Curtis
Martin.
And then maybe Mark Gastineau.
Y'all don't need a running back. You need to look back in your history just to find one position. Position in one position.
Because none of those players are gonna help me win a championship. Like they'll help me be a better team, but I don't think none of them are gonna put me over to win a championship. Who knows? Maybe this year because a lot of these teams aren't playing as well. So who knows?
He hurried up and picked Aaron Rodgers.
That's why I picked Aaron Rodgers, bro.
He picked the 2-snap.
I want snap. Aaron Rodgers. Give me snap. Give me the one when he run out. When he run out. I want the one that he run out. That's what.
That was epic.
That's how I want.
So I know
I only get 4 plays with him, so I gotta make them shits count. I gotta make them. I gotta
make run the ball.
Get the last
make them shits count.
You need to run the ball.
Get him in the red zone.
I gotta make them shits count.
But if you have 4 snaps with Aaron Rodgers, bro, like how do you win? Like, what do you do to maintain that for the season? Like, okay, this is the time. We need to beat this team. Let's get him in the red zone.
Throw him out there, bro. Disguise him or some shit.
That is so the Jets don't really have. I guess
you
guys. Darrell Revis overload the defense. Y'all number 5 DVOA. Y'all could be number 1. Revis Island. That could be like Cleveland. Cleveland ain't got no good quarterback.
Oh yeah, because you won't be able to run or throw. Yeah. That should be scary.
Darrell Revis, 09 Revis is
Josh Allen had 3 of them. He was probably like 4 or 5.
That's what I got. I'll bring back Revis just for like entertainment. But I still don't think that's gonna help us win a championship. I don't think it's not gonna win the championship off that.
Tony Romo with Amari Cooper and CD? Damn.
We ain't got Amari Cooper.
I was like, wait,
no, I said when we had Amari Cooper.
That
shit would be crazy.
He went right in 49.
They got Brandon Cooks.
That game interception, boy, that interception would be rough. Boy.
They got Brandon Cooks.
They got Brandon Cooks, but they don't like him from what I've heard.
He dropped the ball last week, so
he's doing pretty good.
He's doing well. It's just too many, CD just playing too great to care about everybody else.
Yeah, like he's second on the totem pole.
This not your team, bro. He used to be in a number. I know he had a nice little highlight tape with Davis Mills and all, but you know
the highlight tape is terrible.
This is not just, bro. That was amazing. I said, damn, we getting this dude. Which is not his fault though. It's not his fault. It's just the way the game's been going.
If you could bring, so what about
13? Go ahead.
If you could bring back somebody from your biggest rival to play on your team, who would it be? Who's somebody?
With your team?
Yeah,
my biggest rival.
So like the Eagles, the best food. So like Reggie White. Let's say Reggie.
And any rival that you have, you saying? Or
yeah,
just
okay, yeah. Any rival. I was just saying the biggest
Michael Vick.
You got some interesting ones, bro. I tell you,
Mike. I would not be
Tony Pollard with the read option.
I'll be entertained by it.
Brian Dawkins.
Brian Dawkins would be great for y'all. I guess my biggest rivalry to Tennessee.
2017 Carson Wentz.
2017 Carson Wentz.
I'd rather have Nick Foles.
Or and then do the Nick Foles.
Because we'll make it to the playoffs.
Make sure to hire Nick Foles. Make sure to get Nick Foles on your team. I'm gonna say if Tennessee, my biggest one. I don't want Tennessee to be my biggest. I'd rather Indianapolis. I could just bring Peyton Manning. Well, no, should I bring Peyton? Yeah, Peyton Manning.
You can bring.
He's not in the postseason though.
CJ Stroud.
Now Peyton Manning. Yeah, I'll keep CJ. Let me see.
Yeah, you bring
receiver.
The running back.
Marvin Harrison.
Okay, Marvin Harrison.
Reggie White.
I want his son. I want his son. So I'll take the dad. I'll take Marvin Harrison.
Are you the coach or are you the?
You the Texans.
Is it the Colts or is it the?
Actually, you took the tight end.
If I take the Titans, then it'd be like I guess Derrick Henry. I don't know.
No. The running back before him.
We talking about
Brian Matthews.
The one with the grill. I forgot his name.
The fast one.
Yeah.
CJ2K or not CJ2K? CK.
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson.
Yeah. Didn't he play for the Titans?
Yep. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was living off that 1 year. CJ2K, my
That's
man wasn't in 2K, nowhere close. They were living off that 1 year.
The boy was 100
boy.
overall.
They put
the boy had 100 speed on him, man.
He was going.
They punished his body, and after that, it's like just like Wazee.
Taking.
It was some uniforms.
You just need 1 year
with the blue
from recent.
That's his swiftness, easy.
That'd be like 07 Tom Brady will run it up.
That's our biggest rival though.
Oh, for sure. Patriots Jets is a big time.
The Giants,
rivalry.
they can't say us. Like, come on, bro. Like you get Washington, but you can't say us.
Patriots and Jets have had a long rivalry history. Like it's been terrible with the last couple of years of the 15 straight, but they had that Spygate stuff. Rex Ryan calling out Bill Belichick. The Jets. No, the funniest one is this, like their whole coaching stuff, because I was watching this. So, like Bill Parcells was the Patriots coach. He went to the Jets, right? Because he left the Patriots to go to the Jets, right? And this guy was Bill Belichick, right? And then you can see how this correlates pretty quickly because Bill Parcells had some bad beef with the Patriots, so decided to go to the Jets because he wanted more control. Eventually, Bill Parcells retires. Bill Belichick goes up to the rankings, becomes the head coach, and within 30 minutes, he said, "You know what?
I'm gonna go to New England.
F the Jets. I'm going to the Patriots." And then Mo Lewis hit my man Drew Bledsoe. Tom Brady run out. Boy, I say, hey, them boys create their own plot. But
shout out to Mo Lewis, dog. Mo Lewis the reason.
But Rex Ryan called out Bill Belichick, so I ain't scared of him. But that rivalry great. And then the Jets beat the Patriots in the postseason, did a bunch of backflips. Them boys are hype, boy. That's been a while.
It's been a while since that happened. So
I know, but obviously, the last
in
15
history,
games have been tough. But y'all had a very deep, strong history. So
I can respect that.
I was just curious.
But with earlier in the pod, I talked about how terrible the NFL product is and how bad the games are. What I did though, I looked in the last 10 years, each year, I wanted to see what was the craziest NFL game every single year, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna be a little nostalgic. Y'all, I feel like y'all watched football back in 2013. I don't know if y'all did. I'm pretty sure y'all did. So we go to 2013 to now. We're gonna say what do you think is the craziest game this year? But we'll start with 2013.
Okay.
If y'all don't know at all, I can tell y'all very quickly. Go back to 2013. The Seahawks are Super Bowl champions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Go back to that time period. You are in high school, probably. You're most likely in high school. Yes, we're all in high school. Do y'all know or recall what y'all think may be the craziest game of that year? I don't think y'all get this one because it'll be
Niners of Seattle.
That was a good game, but one of the craziest. This will be hard. This will be a hard one. This is a very hard one.
It's not postseason. It's not
very hard.
no postseason.
It's a regular season game. It's just very
regular
hard.
Season.
It's a very hard one. It's
very hard.
One's an AFC team and one's an NFC team. It's very. I don't know. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Was this something with the Patriots?
Not the Patriots. No.
I'm trying to think.
It's very hard. This will be very hard. Wait. AFC North versus NFC North.
AFC North versus NFC North. It's the Packers.
The Packers.
No, it's not the Packers. It's a snow game though. It is a snow game. If y'all remember, good old snow games. I love those, boy.
Damn, very. I don't know. Yeah, once you said that snow games, I
Steelers?
have no idea.
Nah, not Steelers.
What? Bears.
Nah, you still. I'm waiting for y'all to say one.
So must be the Vikings. So okay, it has Vikings.
You said AFC North, right?
Vikings. Okay.
It's the Vikings. Yeah.
Vikings versus. It's a snow game, so it must be.
Nah,
they didn't have a stadium back then, so it must be.
Wait,
it must be
Baltimore.
It was. Okay, you. Yeah.
Oh, Baltimore.
It's Baltimore. Yeah.
At Baltimore.
Ravens versus Vikings. It was at Baltimore. It was 5 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes. I don't know if y'all remember this, but my man Cordell Patterson. I remember Cordell Patterson back in the day. My man had that touchdown at the end, and then Jacoby Jones had a touchdown right after that, and then it was 5 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the game. It was probably the most scoring ever at the end of a game. Beautiful snow game, and I remember
Adrian Peterson was playing.
I think he got hurt. He was playing, but he got hurt. It was some random white running back, Gearhart. He scored like a 40-yard touchdown.
Oh, I remember Gearhart. I do remember him.
I gotta look that up.
Jacoby. Yeah, look it up, boy. It's a Jacoby Jones gets a touchdown because he can only score for Baltimore, not me.
He was like a fullback slash running back. Yeah.
Yeah, that game was that's an epic game. That's one of them random games that you didn't expect to be epic, but it was a lot of scoring. 5 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes. All right, so what do y'all believe in 2014? New England Patriots win that Super Bowl. We're in high school still. What y'all believe in 2014? It's one of them losses. It's one of those losses that's like, yeah, one of them teams had one of them losses.
Was that another snow game?
It's one of them NFC teams that had one of them losses that's like, yeah, man. It's one of them losses that hurt for good.
The Cowboys?
The Seahawks were involved in that, but it's not against the Patriots.
So Seahawks versus.
And boy, that team, the way they lost, boy, that's probably their worst loss, boy. That's rough.
Patriots?
Nah, Patriots. Nah, not the Super Bowl. Nah, that loss rough. Especially look at the highlights. I'm like, dang, well, I can't believe he lost that game. That's tough. They cut one of the players after for something he did bad in the game because it was such an egregious loss.
Bengals? Was it Bengals?
No, not Bengals. It's a playoff.
It's a playoff game. NFC.
Oh, you doing a playoff game?
Oh, I thought you said it was a playoff game.
It could be any. It could be any game. It could be any game. It's just the craziest game.
So against the Packers?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody fumbled right.
Against the Packers.
Okay, I was like, once you said playoffs, so it has to be that one, okay?
I tell you, boy, the way y'all boys lost, the way the Packers lost, boy, that is, my man Russell Wilson threw 4 interceptions in the game. They were going to lose. He threw his last interception with 5 minutes remaining. It was 19-7. Game should be over. But Russell, they go down, they score a touchdown, they get a freaking onside kick. My man tried to catch it, he got cut. My man, that's not Jordy Nelson, boy. He wasn't supposed to catch it. He tried to go be a hero. The ball went away. They recovered it. And then Russell Wilson go down, get the touchdown, does a Hail Mary 2-point conversion. He's about to get hit. He runs all the way back to like the 15-yard line, throws it deep, get the 2-point conversion to tie the game. Aaron Rodgers is able to tie it with the field goal. And in overtime, Russell Wilson throws the cursed 50-yard touchdown, goes to the Super Bowl. If I'm a Packer fan, boy, that's the Puku watch for sure.
I didn't watch that game.
I know it hurt. I know what happened last week.
I didn't watch that game. I'm
last week. You would have been happy though.
In fact, I started watching football for at least a year.
Yeah, that's when we lost. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch that game, so I don't really remember. But I'm happy that they suffered.
The Ravens run was in 2012, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that if you said that probably been you know what game I'm talking about, like Ravens versus Broncos, that would have been there. 2015, what y'all feeling? Another playoff game.
Another playoff.
I didn't watch. I know he ain't not one game that whole season.
Is it the Cowboys versus?
Nah. Cowboys ain't make the postseason this year. But this is Carolina's year. This is when Carolina made the playoffs.
That was bitch dab.
That's the dad. That's when Carolina. That was probably the best season.
Wait,
Is
it? What is good game is that? It's
no, you know the game. Come on,
it's like
it's a great game.
Is that the game where he took his towel off and he came back in the last round?
There's two games that pop in my mind.
Cam Newton.
I don't think so. And it's not that.
Is this the Giants game?
No, it's not the Giants game. That's a great one though, but it's not. But think of think playoffs. Think playoffs. It's a game that's an epic classic in the playoffs.
They did.
This is a classic.
This ain't a Vikings and Saints, right?
No.
This is an NFC North team versus NFC West team.
NFC North.
Who was the second best team in the NFC behind Carolina? Like a really good team. They won 13 games. They lost to Carolina.
That was the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a year right. That's a year. No, it's a year off.
2 years. 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been the Saints.
It's not the Saints now. It's an NFC West team. The boys were good. They have a Hall of Fame wide receiver, second most catches to think of all time at wide receiver, Hall of Fame wide receiver. He had an epic game in this game.
Cardinals?
The Arizona Cardinals versus
the Packers.
The Green Bay Packers, boy.
Yeah, that one.
I was screaming out my mind. My man Aaron Rodgers was killing it, boy.
That's what really got me.
4th and 20. That game is fire. He 4th and 20, convert, and then throw a Hail Mary. They blitzed him. He just flung it, and they caught it, touchdown. And then when he did they did the coin flip in overtime. The coin ain't even flipped, just went up and down. I was like, this game freaking.
I remember
the Cardinals
that.
were really good that year. I do remember that.
They was. Yes, they were very dangerous. They beat us that year, I think.
What was that quarterback? Josh Palmer?
Carson
Palmer, yeah.
And Larry Fitzgerald, my man, in overtime caught a pass for like 60 yards, and he did a little shovel pass and end zone touchdown. Arizona going crazy.
That
game was.
He did not drop it. That man caught everything thrown his way. God,
sure.
He was a very annoying person.
All right, 2016 should be pretty easy, I believe, but it's an easy one. This one is
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which Super Bowl is that?
Falcons versus Patriots.
Yeah,
they had no other game before that.
Only started to get back into football.
They have a Falcons game like during the season they balled out. Did they have a Falcons game against the Panthers? Or like
I think
Julio Jones caught up.
They had a magical season. I'm not gonna lie. They were cold that season.
Atlanta offense was fire, boy.
Flying.
Buzzsaw. That's what they call it. Buzzsaw offense. 98-yard drives just happening, but them boys could go 90 yards easy and no one stopping it. Until they saw a plot, boy.
What they had was Mohamed Sanu,
Julio
Jones. Oh my God! And then in the backfield they had
Devontae Freeman.
Oh my God, Devontae Freeman. They had a nasty.
He missed that block though. I mean, Maurice, remember that he missed that block, boy. And Maurice,
you
called him when he missed that block. And he fumbled, Maurice called and said, "Yeah, they're gonna lose." And them boys up like 17, like they're gonna lose the game. They remember Maurice no plot. He been a part of it so long, he know.
When he had that butt catch, I knew they were gonna lose. That catch was crazy.
That's
Julian
so
Edelman
much plot.
is a person. Now he's doing podcasts. I don't know if y'all been noticing, but a lot of his stuff, like his amazing, was literally like impromptu, like it wasn't planned. Like he said, it was a play where he caught it and he threw it deep, like in a Super Bowl. He said that wasn't even a play call. I can imagine doing that.
Plot.
Just throwing
he said plot.
But you can do it though. They can do it. They got the plot for it.
Plot. It just affect their muscles.
If the Jets tried that, that's an interception.
Super.
Every time.
Somebody get injured.
2017. Think about 2017. This is when the Eagles make their run to the Super Bowl.
This has got to be.
We're in college right now. What is it?
Oh, this has got to be the Vikings and game, right? The Miracle.
Minneapolis Miracle, boy.
Yes,
and I'm always pissed. I'm always pissed because me and Maurice, we coming back in our dorm. Yeah. We go back in our dorm, bro. I see the game. It's 24-23. I'm like, oh,
so sad.
The Vikings got it. And you know, the internet shuts down in my dorm. Yeah, so we look and I'm like, oh, well, game over, bro. Like, it don't even matter. The internet come back. I go back on my phone. Everybody in Minnesota jumping. I said, what did I just miss? Did I just miss the greatest play of all time? What did I just miss?
Funniest stuff ever, bro. Because that's when who that was so big. And I was in UAPB, Arkansas Pine Bluff. And I was around a lot of people from Louisiana. And they were already planning a parade and everything. I said, yep, put the Mardi Gras up.
Who that said they're going to beat them Saints?
Oh
that man John Latrobe to say
put the Mardi Gras up because that boy caught that ball. Oh my God! And he missed. Yeah, I felt bad for dude. What was his? Wasn't that Gardner Johnson? No, that was Marcus May who missed that tackle. I don't know how he missed that tackle.
No, that wasn't Marcus May. Marcus
was
on the
it?
team now.
No, because he a Jet. That's a Jet.
He was a Jet at
so
this point.
It was you gonna defend his team? All right, I see you, Maurice. Now you got me messed up.
He on the Saints now. I know he on the Saints now.
Oh, he on the Saints now. Okay, yeah. It was one dude. I forgot his name.
Not Lattimore.
No, it was a safety. He had a angle. Matter of fact, Stephon Diggs caught the ball and he was going backwards and he missed him. like Stephon is going backwards and he missed him.
Man,
I know. Trying to go for the big hit.
Yeah,
he wear like 43 or some shit. I think.
Yes.
Oh man, I can't remember his name right now.
Wasn't Gardner Johnson?
It's Marcus Williams.
That's Marcus Williams.
Ah, yeah.
Oh
there we go.
Man, that man had a hell of a summer. They were mad at him.
That's their greatest play. They have a lot of bad plots, so that's their greatest play for sure.
Ooh, Case Keenum.
Yeah, shout out my man UH boy. Shout out my man Case Keenum. They remember the graphic they showed, Championship Sunday. Show Case Keenum, Blake Bortles, Tom Brady, Nick Foles. I said, boy, this is Tom Brady easy money, boy. I said, easy money, boy.
I just saw that graphic the other day. That was an ugly graphic, man. Talking about like Tom Brady should have ate. He was playing a lot of people he played against don't even have a job like in the next 2 years.
Crazy. Yeah.
Hey, he threw 500 yards, did what he had to do. 2018. This is a great season as well.
Saints versus the Cowboys.
It's not. No,
is that the Rams?
It's not.
Nah, it's the Rams.
Rams versus
Chiefs. Rams versus Chiefs. But it really should be the Saints versus the Cowboys. That was a
Rams
versus game.
Rams Chiefs, boy. Rams Chiefs 54-51. I'm watching this game.
They come there for like 100 points just combined. That was no defense.
I watched it. I say, boy, everybody. I say, this is epic. They got the all yellow jerseys too. Look good with the all yellow jerseys. Boy, that was a fancy explosion for everybody. Boy, you had a Chief or a Ram, boy, you getting at least 40. 40 points. And I think it ended off, what was it? Mahomes. And Mahomes threw like 3 interceptions. He had 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That was a lot. A lot was happening in that game. It was the defense being played was only turnovers. That's the only defense being played, which is a bunch of turnovers. But
Aaron Donald had a couple of sacks, fumbles. So.
See, where's that at? Where's that at NFL? Boy, that's some NFL. That's beautiful, man. That's Monday Night Football. That's what's supposed to be.
I really enjoyed the Saints versus the Cowboys. That was a great game.
What was that game? What was that game?
I don't remember.
Yeah. That's the year that the Saints was killing people. And that's also the year that they was going crazy. That's when we had the best linebacker duo. I don't know what happened to Jalen Smith. He got too busy. That little move he do where he get a sack or he get a tackle. They 10 yards down, like they get the first down, and he's celebrating because he made the tackle.
He had a hell of a year. It was because we played the Texans. He had a very good stop on Deshaun Watson. And that was when Deshaun Watson was at the peak of his powers, and he caught him, and he's and it was a big hit. I don't know what happened to Jalen Smith. That knee.
That's crazy.
Unexplainable. I don't think he ever did. He ever get injured with that?
That's crazy.
He got cut recently.
I don't think
he got cut by us, and then he got picked up by the Giants, and the Giants cut him, and then he got picked up by the Packers, and then the Packers cut him. And
yeah, but he never. What else did he have any like major injuries? I don't think he did.
It was the knee. It was his knee. It was his. Remember, it was his knee
coming
out of high school, out of college.
That's why he didn't. That nasty injury.
It was a bad knee injury too.
Bad knee injury. He was in Notre
Dame.
I
don't think I don't recall him ever getting injured with us. I know he fell off. Like I don't know what happened to him.
That still got Van
him and we still got Van Der Esch, but
Van Der Esch may be out the door next too. Yeah, he
might not sit it down.
He may not play again.
Yeah,
and then
he's supposed to be Sean Lee.
Sean Lee, boy. That man Skip Bayless loved him for Sean Lee, boy. Sean Lee was going to be MVP.
We love us from Sean Lee. That dude was a dog. He was on.
That's what you should have brought back from the past, Sean Lee.
I'm gonna bring the safety back. I know you remember the safety, Louis.
We talking about
number 38.
What's like?
Talking about Heath.
Yeah. Hey man, I should defend him though. They used to be cooking him. Cowboy fans hated him
because he dropped every pick. He couldn't catch.
He knew how to hit.
If we bring back Sean Lee,
been nostalgia boy.
If we bring back Sean Lee, he got to leave his hamstring back in the multiverse or something. He got to leave that hamstring alone. That hamstring was killing us. He was out like almost every game.
Yeah.
No tendons.
But he was smart as hell.
Very smart.
Let's go to the next year of 2019.
2019.
This will be kind of hard.
Is this
maybe a hard one.
This is Bills and Chiefs?
Nah, we're not there yet. Nah.
Not. Oh Lord.
2019.
This is a game that I didn't watch. The Super Bowl winner of 2019, I believe, is Patrick Mahomes.
That's when they. Oh, damn, that's that year. There's a lot of.
This is a regular season.
The year we beat.
This is regular season.
This is a regular season.
Seahawks in the playoffs. Is it?
No, I think 2018 is that year. I think 2018 is what you did there.
We've been seeing. I'm tired of seeing San Francisco. We've been seeing San Francisco. We didn't. I'm gonna say.
That's right. The Eagles. That's when I stopped. Saying this all year. I forgot the Eagles smacked us.
That's when the whole division was bad.
Oh, so it would be. Was it the Texans versus the Chiefs?
No, it's not a playoff game. That game would have been, but it would have been crazy if we competed.
Was
in the second
Saints
half
in there?
We
Saints.
Saints is one of the teams. Yeah, Saints is one of those teams.
What is another?
Who did
the Rams?
Play?
Nah, not the Rams. But it's another great team. Who's the best? That's NFC. Who's the best NFC team that year?
That's a good ass question. I don't fucking remember.
Who made the Super Bowl?
I don't remember that shit either. The Bengals?
Oh.
No, the Bengals. No, not the Bengals.
No,
I don't remember. I really
the 49ers.
Yes, the 49ers. The Saints faced the 49ers. They were both 10-2. They had a shootout.
I remember because when George Kittle went off for the last touchdown.
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember that game.
It was like 46-42.
I tried not to know Jimmy G games. So
Jimmy G was doing good though. 2020. It's COVID year. Nobody's in the stands.
So the Chiefs. That was a pretty good game.
No, it's a Monday Night Football game. But I remember this. I was at Amazon. I was watching this game on my phone during my breaks on Amazon. They made a funny meme out of it too because somebody did something that was funny, and he was trying to cover it up. But yeah, we knew what's up. Let me see. What's another hint? This is two AFC North teams.
AFC North. He's somebody trying to.
Lamar when he got the. Yeah, I remember that game.
My man had to go poop, but they say he had cramps. The way the man ran back, he said, "Move out my way." There ain't no freaking cramps.
That was the most watched game.
That's the craziest, not the most watched game. That's the craziest game. Browns 49ers
they beat the Browns. Because in fact, Baker Mayfield was going crazy that game too.
He was.
Then Lamar, he went to take his shit, and he came back.
He got a
game-winning drive, bro. He's like, damn, I feel better now. Came back, had a game. That was a great game, bro. Yeah,
that was a great game.
He went in watering like a penguin or something, and then when he came out, he was jumping and stuff. So he came back and won the game.
They called him a penguin.
He fell loose. That's why.
Yeah, that was a great game. But I was watching Amazon, boy.
That was that. I remember that game. That was a real good game.
I remember.
I was rooting for Baker.
Him running and shit, but I don't remember the game.
All right, 2021.
2021. Who won that year? Oh, that's the year the Bucks.
No, that's the Is that the Rams? I believe that's the Rams. Yeah, it's the Rams. The Bucks was 2020.
That fraud shit.
It's an easy one though. This one is clearly
this
not Super Bowl. What did you say? What did you say, Lewis?
This is the one I was talking about, right? The Bills and Chiefs.
Bills Chiefs, yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
My man had got no plot. Yeah, and that my man, the pain meme. That pain meme. Yeah, my man, that's ridiculous. That Gabriel Davis had 4 touchdowns and they lost.
That was crazy. That was a crazy game.
Like the Patriots.
That was some gunslingers right there, man.
But 13 seconds, bro. And they was trying to say we should hire Leslie Frazier as a head coach. But I said, bro, you can't stop.
How many of these games really come down to defense? I don't know, bro. None of these games really.
Bro, 13.
You get yourself a quarterback.
I mean, you need a quarterback, but bro, like I understand Tyreek Hill burning you a couple times. I feel it. Y'all giving up touchdowns left and right within 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, like Tyreek, like he was doing some crazy stuff. Like he called like an out and then like outran the entire secondary. Like went around them like on some video game stuff, like literally.
And I was rooting for Buffalo so hard too, boy. And when they threw the touchdown, boy, I said yes. And Buffalo, Josh Allen hugging everybody. 13 seconds.
Why you don't like the Chiefs? You didn't say like five things, bro.
We like always I'm always gonna have the NFL needs villains, right? There's not a lot of villains. The Chiefs have to be the villains. Obviously, they beat me in my worst loss, but regardless, they the villains. We don't want to see, especially in the AFC. If it's the NFC villain, maybe we'd be chill. But AFC villain taking over and beating everybody and ruining everybody's dreams, bro. Like, nah, I don't want the Chiefs to win. I wanted Buffalo a new Super Bowl, team to get to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen do his thing, but when they couldn't stop my man in 13 seconds from getting a field goal, I said, "Dang, boy, he ain't gonna get one soon."
Nah, I want Mahomes to be the next Brady.
I don't want nobody being Brady. That takes a lot of. That's a lot to see. 2022. Who was the best, craziest game last year?
Last year?
Yeah, last year. It's a regular season game.
I don't know if I remember, bro.
Oh, I know. Oh my god.
It's an interdivisional. No, not interdivisional. It's an interconference. It's one team's in the AFC East and the other team's NFC North.
AFC East.
And it was I had a crazy catch in that game.
Oh, the
my
Vikings?
God. The Vikings versus the Bills, bro.
Yeah. That game was crazy.
Who won?
I thought they won. It was the Vikings,
bro. Because
I thought they won.
That man caught the ball with one hand, and like it was over like two people, and they had their hand on the ball when he caught it, and he just snagged it away from him with one hand. That was a crazy game. I remember. You don't make that game really crazy.
Josh Allen, bro, at the one, they gonna win the game. My man Josh Allen fumbles the ball at the one, and the Vikings recover for a touchdown. Boy, I said, no way you doing that right here, bro. That's tough.
Yes.
The Vikings, game. Mason. The Vikings last year, you always got to find the one team that produces some of the craziest content. Last year's Vikings, bro, with the 33-point comeback against the Colts, that game against Buffalo, bro.
You
follow the Vikings, bro.
You remember that? Because I had Kirk Cousins on my fantasy, boy. I was mad.
And them boys getting blanked.
He came in clutch. Appreciate that.
We blew them out last year. Oh my god!
Yeah,
it was 40, even a game.
40-3 or 40-0.
Oh my god, that was a nasty one.
The Jacksonville Chargers game.
Yeah, I definitely sat him on fantasy.
That game, Jacksonville versus the Chargers, was a crazy game. That probably be number 2 or number 3. Last year had a couple of really good crazy games. I remember, the thing I remember too is that I was watching the end of the Vikings Bills, right? It was going to overtime. Then they switched the coverage to Green Bay versus Dallas. I said, bro, I'm not trying to watch freaking Green. These boys just went to overtime, bro. Like, why are you? I had to buy NFL Plus. I know this stuff. I had to buy NFL Plus and look into it so I could watch the rest of that game. Like, bro, what are y'all doing, bro? Like, let me finish this game, the best game of the year, bro. Come on, NFL.
The Super Bowl was pretty entertaining too, though.
Yeah, it was, but that game was.
And that last call.
It could have been. Hey, it would have been crazier if
amazing.
They didn't do that. That holding call lost the crazy, but that made the game mid at that point. That's funny.
That elevated the game. Because I know them boys. I know them type of losses. Them the ones that stay with you forever. And especially if you don't get to amend it. Like, they go and win the Super Bowl this year, they'll forget it. But if like they never make it back to the Super Bowl, it's gonna stick with them. And especially, they got to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's the only way they can get it back. Which I really hope that don't happen. But
Jared do. Yeah. What about this year? What y'all think crazy game this year? You got a lot of mid games, boy. You got a lot of mid games out here, but you gotta pick and choose.
What are
to be continued, honestly.
Can we say the Dolphins Broncos? That was.
I mean, it's
that shit.
they got to be competitive.
So it has to be a competitive game.
Yeah, it need to be competitive. Like crazy games, like
crazy. No, we haven't had none yet.
Zach Wilson.
I think the craziest one. I think the craziest one's Bills versus Jets. I think that's the craziest game. Week 1 Monday Night Football. I think the way it ended specifically too with the return touchdown
and everything,
and all of the emotions that existed in that game. And how we thought it was going to be turning. Josh Allen throws all these interceptions, and then these boys are still in the game, and then they get a return touchdown. Oh, I think it's the third one ever, some return touchdown in overtime, whatever it is. That's why I picked the craziest game. That game was entertaining from start to finish, especially with the emotions of Aaron Rodgers. Is Aaron Rodgers hurt? How hurt is he? Is he at a bad ankle? Oh no! And Brice already know, like, the Achilles is completely torn.
That shit was done. Why you smiling, John?
I'm not smiling. I don't wish injuries on nobody. That's crazy.
That man you didn't wish injuries, but I know you wish them boys to fail. I thought you were on his side.
Yeah, I definitely wish. No, once Zach Wilson started, once he started starting, I'm like, okay, yeah, they can win some games now.
That man set him up. That man said, "Say this is our year." He know the plot with that. He said, "I want you to say this is our year." He set that up so Maurice could say it so they can really listen to that man. Try to transfer that plot. Not looking, Maurice. Got Tim Boyle starting.
But I did think that would be competitive. At least make it to the playoffs. Like all jokes aside, if you get a Hall of Famer, allegedly, you should at least make the playoffs.
He said allegedly. That's ridiculous.
Hall of Famer and Zach Wilson.
Now Zach Wilson never gonna play again. Aaron Rodgers feels sad about
that. He's been balling.
Them boys have in the last 3-4 weeks. Only person who scored a touchdown is Breece Hall, and it's been 1 or 2.
Something like that, yeah.
That's rough.
Receiving touchdown, right?
Yeah, I don't think they made touchdown.
Yeah, there you go.
Garrett Wilson
passing
touchdown.
What's a receiving touchdown? They ass dog. They can't run. They can't move the ball. It's getting so bad that people are saying the Adam Gase offense was better. I was like, whoa,
that's rough. Adam Gase was I think it is better. I don't know. I feel like I trust Sam Darnold, Adam Gase offense a little more. This offense is just dreadful.
And then plus it's the entire team. We know who Zach Wilson is, but Alan Lazard, I don't know. He ain't, to me, subpar. Fumbles, dropping, holding. The whole team be fumbling. And then Michael Carter, they had to get rid of him because when it's you're supposed to get a check down. You cannot, come on, bro. Y'all, he was my guy too. And I was like, damn, bro, you gotta catch some of them. You dropping it
I sold
you
you last
5
year,
takedowns. Yeah, you definitely.
I sold you last year though.
And the year before that, because you're supposed to give me Debo. I'm at work thinking I'm making money and stuff. The next thing I know, I already made the trade.
To who? Damn, bro, I was at work.
DeJour. I forgot, but you did hold John.
And then that's your Miles Sanders. No, you was going to get Miles Sanders from me, and then I was going to get Debo.
But Miles Sanders was terrible.
He had
I don't remember that.
Zero touchdowns. And then
so
the next year,
Maurice, if that trade transaction went
next year he had a lot of touchdowns.
Ball next year. He balled the next year.
And him and AJ Brown. And that's why to this day I don't fuck AJ Brown. Sorry, bad enough he went to the Eagles. But then
hold that boy.
My third pick.
So out of all the games I just told y'all about, which one's the best? That's be the last question. Which one's the best out of all the games
those games?
Out of every game I just told you, which one is the best game?
If you like offense, it gotta be the Chiefs and the Rams, because that's the year when offense really took it up a notch. That's the year when everybody really started loving offense, and then you had Sean McVay and how exciting the Rams were. Then you had we knew what Mahomes. Well, was that his first year? He took it to another level. I can't really. No, not Sean McVay.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
I think it might be
his first year.
That was his first year.
That was his first year.
I know I had.
Well, then we had a legend in the making. But I mean, the Rams, we knew how exciting they were.
It's still the Cardinals Packers for me.
Cardinals Packers. It's the Bills and Chiefs. That game was a classic.
That was.
The only thing I really remember from that game is the 13 seconds.
It was so back and forth. If you watch it, it was just a bunch of 50-yard
track meet.
Both of them were so on the money. And you know what's the crazy thing of? I think Stephon Diggs only had 11 yards. It was just Gabe Davis catching on the ball.
Gabe Davis had 4 of them boys, 4 touchdowns. Boy.
It was just Gabe Davis.
But funny? Diggs had the last touchdown though, right before they lost. He had the last touchdown, right? Because I remember him celebrating on the side. I remember him celebrating on the sideline. And
he was getting locked in that whole game though. That was even crazier. And
Maurice, what you gonna say?
I remember because they hyped up Gabe Davis next year in fantasy. They was Gabe Davis a must get. I was like, nah, I'm good on that one.
Josh Allen live off that game though. Josh Allen live off that game. The fact he played so well and lost. Anytime he lose now, is that's his best game he's ever played. I saw that. I said he gonna win MVP next year. That's how great that game was special. I forgot he had no plot. That's why he didn't win MVP. Because they should have had the 1 seed. Sadly, they didn't get the 1 seed because of a catastrophe that happened on the field. That's literally the only reason they didn't get the 1 seed because of a catastrophe that they couldn't control.
You're right, because if they kept playing
because they had to beat the Bengals.
No, I know exactly. It was that game.
Yeah, but I'm saying they weren't about to beat the Bengals. The Bengals was already smacking them and like
the game. It was like 7-0. The game had a like. I know.
Yeah, but the Bengals was dominating them in that. Even though, I know it was only the beginning of the game, but the Bengals was like convincingly like smacking them.
But
around.
they didn't get a shot because the Chiefs went 14-3. The Bills went 13-3, and they said, "Okay, Chiefs, you got it." Like it's tough. Like
yeah, that's true. But I mean, you still got like go get it done, bro. You was gonna have to go through one of them anyway. They had home field advantage, right?
Ooh, the Chiefs or the Bills?
No, the Bills.
No.
They had the first two.
Wait, no. That can't be the same year. The same year that happened to him is the same year with the 13 seconds.
No, the 13 seconds happened in the 2021.
You talking about the year after that?
Yeah, the year after that. But okay, what are you saying though?
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
So I'm saying, Lillard.
That was the year when DeMar Hamlin had the same game. He had the cardiac arrest.
Yeah, that was last year.
That game right there, it was a lot because remember there was a lot of controversy. They were saying they should continue the game. They were saying they should continue the game because that game was for the number 1 seed.
Yeah, and the Bengals were smacking them up.
I know, but like the game just started.
Yeah,
the game just started. Like anything happened. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
No, I'm pretty sure they punted a few times. I'm pretty sure the Bills punted.
I know, but like we in the first
like they
quarter,
was getting
like, you gotta let it play out.
Okay, they played out this year, and we saw what happened. Like the team's pretty much the same. Like the Bills weren't about to beat them, and then they played. Oh, okay, they played in the postseason, and they got smacked up again. No, last year.
Bills are riddled with injuries this year. They missing Matt Milano. They missing.
Okay, that's cool. But what about last year when they played them in the postseason? That's when they lost in the postseason, right? Or am I tripping?
No, yeah, they lost them.
They lost
like,
smacked them up. No, they didn't. No, just say they smacked them up.
Think about this. If the Bills got the 1 seed, they would have to face the Bengals. It would have been the Chiefs Bengals. That's what they wanted. The Chiefs faced the Bengals, and you faced the.
But you still got your opportunity to go against them again.
And
so but they wouldn't have got the 1 seed because they weren't going to beat the Bengals. They weren't going to beat them.
We didn't know. Maybe
we don't know because
but we do know because they got. Listen,
no, we don't.
They smacked them up this year.
It was
they played them in the playoffs, and they was always smacking them up, bro. How much time was left in the game? It was 7-0, bro.
Like 52 minutes remaining.
It was the second quarter.
That's why people were so mad. Like that's why there was another side saying people should have continued the game. It was so much time.
Yeah, that was crazy. Let's see.
And we was like, no, they need to cancel the game. Everybody's like, but what about the number 1 seed? Remember?
And the Bills, and look, the Bills beat the Chiefs that year, so they would have had the rights to own the 1 seed and have the Chiefs face the Bengals. Because they already had
the tiebreaker. Yes, it was a big year for them. Yeah.
And then you get to face the winner of that in the AFC Championship at Buffalo. And they missed all of that.
They were healthier than they were now. They're not healthy now.
And the Bills got no plot, bro.
Yeah. They don't. They plot. Boy.
The script writers literally put a cardiac arrest to stop them from getting
stop the whole momentum.
Just for them not
to
get the 1 seed.
Bro, there's no way they was about to win that game.
But
it was 7-0.
Okay, it was 7-0, right?
Yes.
They faced them in the postseason. That was your rematch. Did they have home field advantage?
No.
The Bills
in that game. In that game they did. In that game it was a Buffalo.
At home. So what changed in that game? Like what changed in the playoffs?
They want to face Jacksonville, not Cincinnati.
Okay, but you was eventually gonna have to face them. It was either them or Chiefs.
Honestly, they were psychologically shot. Like
now, if you want to say
that whole season was shot.
Yeah,
after
when you get shot, like go do it for them. Like go do it for Lil Saint. I know you think you got that right.
They almost died on the field. I
think they wanted to do it for him. Look, what better way to honor him than to go win a Super Bowl? That would have been the best way to honor him.
Their moment was the kick return touchdown the next game against New England. That was the first play. That was their moment.
Exactly. And so they moved. I don't want to say they moved on, but like you seen what happened. We know what's happened. Let's go do this for him. What better way to honor him? Like make sure your loss wasn't in vain.
That campaign lasted the entire season. It sucked the entire air out of the Buffalo Bills. Nothing was the same.
And then only that, they got to root for the Raiders to beat the Chiefs, so they can get the 1 seed. And they can't beat the Raiders. Obviously, ain't beating the Chiefs, so now they lost the 1 seed too. Now they got to face the Bengals instead of Jacksonville. It's just like everything going down. So
but just because they have to face them one game earlier, what are you saying? I don't. I'm confused.
You want to face them in the AFC? You
even
trying to avoid San
are you going to
Francisco?
beat them in the AFC? That's the question. I would agree with you if it was going to stop them from going to the Super Bowl, but it just sped it up.
It's like
sped up the inevitable.
It's like us facing the 49ers.
You want to avoid that?
Yeah, I
want them in the NFC Championship game. You want them in the Conference Championship game.
But it's not just the 49ers. We don't have other teams. It's the 49ers and the Chiefs. So either way it goes, you're not making it to the Super Bowl because you're either beating the Bengals or you beating the Chiefs. And which one of those two teams do you think you're about to beat?
They beat the Chiefs. They beat.
But do you think they're going to beat them when it matters?
And Buffalo, They could have. They were a good team.
Even if so they can beat the Chiefs, but they can beat the Bengals.
That number one seed is just so much different. It's an entirely different route. You're coming off a bye. You beating the weakest of what's left over. You face the weakest, and then you face.
And the Chiefs face the Bengals.
But my thing
let the two go at it. The Chiefs and Bengals go at it. Them boys boxing. Something can happen in that game. They boxing. They going. And then you face Jacksonville, a little more easier matchup. You beat them boys, and then you face matchup. It's an easier matchup. The Chiefs are Bengals. Yes, the Chiefs are Bengals. I'd rather face.
But it's not no little easy matchup like you saying. Anything can happen. They can do what they did to the Chargers. We've seen the Bills. You just said that I have plot.
But you'd rather face Jacksonville.
That's Justin Herbert. That's their Fonz you were talking about. That's their what are you talking about?
I understand what you're saying. I agree with you. I'd rather not face the 49ers. But that's okay. I'll put it like this, right? So for us this year, so let's say the Eagles beat the 49ers for us, right? Then we go face the Eagles. Now that's a great shot for us to win. Okay, let's say the Bengals beat the Chiefs. Now you're about to still have to face the Bengals. Okay, let's say the Chiefs beat the Bengals. You still about to have to face the Chiefs. So either way it goes, there's no way to hide from those two great teams.
But you'd rather let it look when the Eagles say y'all play, say y'all make the conference championship. Say y'all play the conference. Say y'all
to your team.
Say y'all get to the conference championship, right? And the Eagles face you want the Eagles to face the 49ers because you want the two behemoths to go at it back and forth.
Heavyweights because they're gonna come out that game. They're gonna come out that game very banged up, or they're gonna it's gonna take a lot out of them.
And then they gotta face you in your house. You have a good shot. Like if the Bengals face the Chiefs, they going at it. You're going to Buffalo? You beat Jacksonville?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you can't just say they would have had the number one seed, bro. The Bengals was banging them up. That's all I'm saying.
They had 3 losses.
But the Bengals was already banging them up. It wasn't just like, no, you know what I'm saying?
7-0, John. Oh, my God.
How many times did they
I have never seen somebody
put a game up, bro? They was banging them up. Like, I have not, the Bills, when the Bills beat him, like, when have Josh Allen beat the Bills? They haven't.
Josh Allen beat the Bengals? I don't know.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. Like, in the last few years, like, what evidence do we have that he was going to beat them? If we had evidence, okay, even if you want to say, like, okay, let's say if it was the opposite. Let's say if it was the Bengals who got hold and they were supposed to be the number one. And they were supposed to be the number one seed. And they say, well, now they avoid facing the Chiefs. Well, we could say, well, the Bengals beat the Chiefs before. So, that game is a toss-up between the Bengals and the Chiefs. You're right, that's a toss-up. But for the Bills, I cannot give them the benefit of the doubt when they haven't shown me anything. They haven't. You got 13 seconds. Go do. Come on, bro. Like
the Bills beat the Chiefs. The Bengals beat the Bills beat the Chiefs. Bengals beat the Chiefs. Bengals beat the Bills.
It's the postseason.
I know, but look. I know it's the postseason, but regardless, I want the easier matchup. That's what I want.
I understand, and I 100% agree with you. If it was like, okay, let's say they was facing, I don't know, it would have to be like a lesser team they were facing. Let's say they're facing like the Raiders or something. Then I'll be like, okay, yeah, they got hold. But you were facing the Bengals. The chance of you actually beating them, I don't think you was about to beat them, bro. Because they had 7. They had 7, and they was getting ready to go down and score again. So it would have been 14-0. Or at least 10-0.
So here's the thing. So
because the Bengals are on offense.
I will agree.
The Bengals, a whole other half.
I will agree. The Bengals looked good to start the game. You just want the opportunity. We're just saying you just want the opportunity to have a shot
and
to either lose or win the game.
You cannot just give them the one seed when
they won that game. They would have been the one seed.
We're going to debunk that right now, John. Your boy who you criticize, the boy you criticize in the playoffs was up 24-0.
Right.
What happened? What happened in the next half?
And they choked it.
They lost.
No.
Okay, They lost.
No, ain't no just a Herbert. That's 24-0. What is 14-0? You think that's not doable?
Okay, but you comparing Justin Herbert, you have Joe Burrow, who's the closest thing. They say he's the closest thing to Brady as far as like mentality wise, passing, like short passes and all of that. No, Justin Herbert. He if anything, he more of a.
In your book.
What's that dude?
That's in your book.
He's not no Tom Brady. He's not even close to Tom Brady. At least Joe Burrow, he has beaten Mahomes. No, come on. You saying he about to blow a 14-point lead? The chances of Joe Burrow doing that, but it's not. No, it's not likely.
Statistically, it's more likely for you to blow a 14-point lead than a 24-point lead in the entire half.
Right, but you have to show me something. Okay, and I understand. Let's use hindsight. Let's use hindsight. When they had the opportunity to face them in the playoffs, what happened? Smacked them up. When they had the opportunity to play them this year, they smacked them up.
This year, I just told you this year, they're riddled with injuries.
They're not the only team with injuries.
Yes, they are. With this many injuries, yes, they are. Yes, they are. I swear to God, they are. They're missing like their entire defense. They're missing like six
but
people.
You got your entire offense.
And last year, them boys were shot down. They player just literally.
Okay, if you want to say that, I'll say okay.
You lost your player. You seen your player die. He literally died. Let's be for real.
Okay.
He died.
Then cancel the season. You going out there like,
oh my God.
Come on, bro. Hell, y'all giving him excuses, bro. If that was Dak, he wouldn't get that excuse. They'll tell him to toughen up, bro. You cannot say. I'm telling you, you can ask any of those players. If something like that happened, that would give them more motivation to go harder. If my mama car breaks down,
how can you say that?
I'm gonna go harder.
Hey John, how can you say
I can
that?
make.
We never seen somebody die on the field.
I understand that. Okay, and if they, I understand that, but
now you break your labia, you break your ACL. Good job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dad, we're gonna do this for you. You get a concussion, we're gonna do this for you. This man died.
Right.
This is different.
Right.
Nothing
And
left.
I'm saying would they, so you saying they would be less motivated?
No. I'm saying
seeing him die and what do you think after that happened, what do you think their objective was?
That would inject anxiety to the team. Yes.
Okay, if you want to say anxiety, then fine. Yeah. But I'm saying I think the team was more motivated after that. I think the team was like, okay, let's go do it for him. I know they didn't play because they went against the Bengals.
They almost lost to Miami. They didn't play like
yeah, they were shot.
They ain't look.
If you want to say that, then I'll concede to that. But I don't think that was the case. Maurice, what you think?
Yeah, I'm curious because I think they did their job. They just didn't.
Do you think that they were? If you want to say they had anxiety and they were like, worried about them that happening to them, then I'll concede. But I don't think that was the case.
I would have played harder, yes, if DeMar.
Exactly. There we go.
If somebody got affect your team,
2v2.
I think I would have played harder. I would have played harder. That's my boy.
Oh my God, y'all!
Exactly. I'm gonna do it for Lil Saint. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
I would have flashed before your eyes. Your life would have flashed before your eyes.
But you still out there balling, bro. You didn't lose to the Dolphins. You still beat them.
But I still rather want the 1 seed though, and I would still rather.
Anyone have to play the Dolphins. Anyone have to play the Dolphins.
Okay. Do you think they would beat the Bengals had nothing happened?
Do you believe in momentum?
I think most definitely I do. I definitely do.
Okay.
Do you think they would have beat the Bengals?
The least they would have had a chance at momentum.
The sample size. Oh, go ahead.
Because I know they try to sway you. Look, there's some sway and there's some reason you say. What you feeling?
I think I would have played harder for Hamlin. I don't think they should have played like immediately after that game. But
yeah, and that's fair.
I do think there's a good chance that the Bills could have came back and won that game.
Okay.
It was 7-0, John. I can't believe you saying this. 7-0.
Was it about to be 7-0? Okay, were they? Okay, just answer this. Were they in the red zone? I don't know. If they were in the red zone, I'm not. No, they weren't.
They weren't. They weren't. It wasn't.
Fine.
Yeah,
but that's like me playing you in Madden, bro, and then quitting and be like, you know what, I won that game. You wasn't going.
It's like if we playing you playing a great team though. You playing a great QB. If it was like the Raiders, I understand. We have not seen the Bills beat them if it was the Chiefs and the Bengals, and they said, okay, y'all cheated us.
We gotta hold their history against them, even
Yes.
though we have no evidence of what's happening now.
2 games.
We gotta hold their history against
2 games.
them.
Okay, so 3 games. 1 game, they were smacking them around, and it seemed like they were more than likely they was gonna finish the game winning. We didn't see that out the Bills, bro. I didn't see.
Hey, look,
they just have their number. In the second game, when it mattered in the playoffs, they smacked them up. Now this game, this year, you think it didn't matter? This game definitely mattered. And guess what happened? They smacked them up.
They're not division opponents. I think you can't hold history like that against them because they don't play them twice a year.
What's that mean?
Another thing, John. Here's a big thing, John. Here's a big thing.
All
Cincinnati also had a shot at also attaining the number 1 seed. They beat Kansas City. So it ruined their chances as well of being able to have the number 1 seed and having that game, the AFC Championship in Cincinnati, rather always in Kansas City.
I believe
so. It affects both teams. That's why it ruined a lot because it affected both teams significantly.
And I agree with you.
Winner would have got so much momentum from that game, so much momentum from that game because it confirms everything. Because that was the last team. Remember, that was Kansas City down year.
And they won 14 games. They 14-3 and all the losses to the contenders.
I'll agree with both of you. Like that did affect them. But I'm just saying, bro, you talking about the Bills the Bills aren't about to win that game. And if you say they was about to win, all I'm gonna say is what happened that year. They got smacked up in the playoffs, and then the next year. Now, if you want to say that they were playing timid, now that's a great point. I would concede on that. If they were playing timid, that's fine. But they put up 30 against the Dolphins, so that don't look like a timid team to me. Like Maurice said, I'm gonna go and play harder if because I don't want what happened to him to be in vain. If we're gonna continue the season. If we end the season, then it wouldn't be, then it's just over. It wouldn't be in vain. But if we go back out there,
wasn't that
concussion if we playing timid,
to Dolphins?
Yeah, it was with the Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
It was the backup.
Skylar Howard,
Raheem Mostert. Yeah, that's
Skylar Howard.
Yes, wherever the backup. Yeah, he played pretty well that game though. he played pretty well in that game.
Okay, I said they smacked him up this year, but I had cut the game off. Like, what was it like? Did it look like they was about to come back this year?
I mean, it was like they made it close, but then you had to stop the Bengals, and then they didn't, and then.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, but overall, was the game like? We knew the Bengals was going to win the whole time.
I think Cincinnati made their point pretty early.
Yeah, okay. Oh, pretty early. You figured out that the Bengals was about to win, right? That's what you saw.
They're hurt.
No. Is that what you saw?
They're hurt.
Around late in the second quarter.
Late in the second quarter. Okay, but you saw. Okay, but you saw early on.
Their all-pro cornerback is out. Their all-pro middle linebacker is out. I think the all-pro safety is out. I believe too. Like they're riddled with injuries. Like riddled.
Okay, and if they lose to them, that's fine. But I'm saying like Josh Allen, bro. Like you are a top 3, and no jokes, he is top 3, maybe 4 or 5 if you want to say CJ or whatever. But he is up there. Justin Herbert, he not. I don't care what nobody says. He not. But Josh Allen to me, he's definitely up there. And then you got the like third best receiver in the game. So come on, bro. You have enough to do something. Now, if he just went out there and he balled out and they lost because Joe Burrow got the ball back and they went on defense, then I'm fine with that. But he didn't show me anything that I was like, damn, he would have came back on them. I didn't see that out of him like that.
I'll agree to disagree with you. I'll do that.
All right, cool.
Shout out to Buffalo, boy.
Shout out to Buffalo, bro.
Shout out to Buffalo, man.
I still think they're top. I still think Josh Allen is top 5, even though they ain't been balling this year. But
they probably make the playoffs.
They make the
playoffs. They'll find a way.
They're still a scary team.
Hey, 6-5. They'll find a way in. But yeah, hey, thank y'all all for joining here. We had some great debates, going to some nostalgia, and also we were trying to defend Josh Allen really bad. Me and Lewis were trying to defend them boys, the Buffalo boys. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. I hope y'all have a great holiday season where it comes Thanksgiving and Black Friday. These Thanksgiving games and the Black Friday games going to be mid. So you eat up your turkey, eat your turkey, eat your macaroni. Y'all have a great holiday season, man, because y'all ain't going to be watching a lot of football. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next podcast. We are out of here. Peace.